This is a live presentation of the Ticats Audio Network. Are you ready? Ticats football is on the air.
Touchdown, Tiger Cats! Caught it! It's a touchdown!
Number 17, Luke Tasker, what a catch!
Now the voice of the Tiger Cats. Here is RJ Broadhead with analyst Luke Tasker.
Great to have you with us. It's a humid Saturday night in Hamilton. The fireworks just went off, the smoke rising to the lights. We are under the lights. It's overcast and an important game here, Luke. Off the bye week for the Tiger Cats, 0-3. Ottawa beat Edmonton for their victory, and the Tiger Cats have Edmonton next week. So these two games right now will tell us a lot of where the Tiger Cats are, don't you think?
Yep, it sure will, and the East is already starting to stack up vertically here. Toronto off to a really good start. These two teams in need of wins, and yes, Ottawa has one under their belt, but they've got things to work on just like the Ticats do.
And what a difference if the Tiger Cats win this game and then are even with Ottawa rather than Ottawa with 2 wins and Tiger Cats trying to play catch-up.
Yeah, exactly. These early wins, if you can avoid getting in that hole, and again, we all know this, you're not out of the picture if you do get behind. There's so much football to play until we get to November. But boy, these early games count just as much, and to get behind to Ottawa would be tough for the Ticats here, who have already suffered a loss with Montreal and Toronto.
Pretty interesting. Jeremiah Masoli injured a year to the day today, and he makes his return against the Tiger Cats. You were a teammate of his. I'm sure he's excited, nervous, and maybe he's what will help the Redblacks. We'll have to see how he performs, if there will be any rust.
Yep, and he has played a ton of football at Tim Hortons Field, and I was a part of a lot of those games with him, and it's cool to watch him warm up and getting ready. You can see the intensity on his face as he's getting ready with his Redblack team, but I'm excited to see that part of this game develop, and that offense needs to find their own rhythm as well. But I'm excited for Mazzoli personally that he's out here on the field again.
We are close to kickoff. We will be back with the coin toss and kickoff. You're listening to the Ticats Audio Network. Back at Tim Hortons Field, second home game of the season for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. They're 0-1 here. The Redblacks have not won on the road this season. Big East Division battle. Both of these teams trying to catch Montreal and Toronto, who's off to a great start. Argonauts 3-0 this season. And the teams doing their pleasantries at midfield prior to the coin toss. Tiger Cats wearing the black tops, the gold pants. Ottawa, white tops, white pants with the red shoulders and socks. The referee is Justin McInnes. Let's have a listen to the coin toss.
Logo is tails. Ottawa, you have the call. Heads. Heads is the call. Nora, please do the honors.
Jeremiah Masoli made the call for the Redblacks.
Tail. You like the ball? What side do you guys want to kick from? Sure.
Tiger Cats will take the ball.
Have a great game.
What did you like, Luke, on the coin toss when you were playing?
I always like the defer to the second half, and then you can play make the call with the wind, for the long fourth quarter if that's part of the game. The wind is very still right now at Tim Hortons Field, but in a game like this, coming out of the bye week, you're 0-3. Cool. Coach O's saying, hey, no, we want the ball absolutely first to have the most time right away to go try to put points on the board.
Yeah, I thought as an offensive guy, you'd say, give us the ball.
Let's
get going.
I like the strategy that the CFL offers with the long second and fourth quarters ending. So normally, and I feel like Coach O has been a big defer guy too.
Yeah, he has.
Do you keep that stat, by the way?
I don't do the defer, the coin toss
You've got
stat.
every other stat.
You know what? We're early in the season. I can backtrack, and I'll keep track the rest of the season. So don't worry. And if you're a Ticats fan, there are some statistics that lead one to believe the Tiger Cats would be okay in this game. How about Coach O? 7-0 against the Redblacks in his coaching career. Bob Dice has never beaten Hamilton. 0-3 against the Tiger Cats. We will see a different returner for the Tiger Cats. Lawrence Woods is injured. He is not playing tonight. But Tyreek McAllister, a chance to see what he can do. He was with the Denver Broncos for a little bit, was released, came to practice, made an immediate impact for the Tiger Cats. He'll wear number 35. He's also listed as slot back. He could be a running back. He's a versatile guy, and we'll see how dynamic he is. And a little confusion to start here, Luke. The Tiger Cats were lined up in the wrong end, so they had switched sides after the coin toss. Ottawa decided to pick the far side. So the Tiger Cats, if you're listening, they're going from our left to right now, and poor Tyreek McAllister, who's going to return this kickoff, he just had to run the length of the field.
Previewed his pathway. There we go.
Yes. Well, warm up. Redblacks bringing back Jeremiah Masoli. He's been out for a year. Matt Schultz will be the starting quarterback for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and we will see him shortly. Tiger Cats did not have a touchdown in their last game against the Montreal Alouettes. They'll look to change that early in this game. Tiger Cats looking for that first victory of the season. Ottawa already has one. You don't want to fall too far behind. Last season, Tiger Cats started with 4 straight losses, turned it around, still made the playoffs. They don't want that same scenario again. Overcast, a lot of rain here earlier in Hamilton, but it's stopped now under the lights, and this game is underway, coming off the bye week. Ticats 5-0 over their last 5 byes, and Tyreek McAllister had an opening up the middle. He got across the 30 to 35 and brought down after a 20-yard return just shy of the 40.
A lot of physicality on that first kickoff of the game, and McAllister able to get all the way up to the 38. Not bad. Last week, before the bye week, 2 weeks ago, the return game for the Ticats was not very productive. We'll see how that progresses as this game continues.
So Matt Schultz had a career high in passing yards against Montreal. Couple of turnovers were costly. Tiger Cats will try to limit that. Matt Schultz in the shotgun. First play of the game is a handoff to James Butler. He stutters and then darts to his right, and he'll get a couple of yards up to the 40.
Been a lot of talk about the Tiger Cat run game, and not a lot of yards gained this year, but not a lot of attempts either. And there's the first play of the game, giving him a shot to get it going, but this 2nd and 8 here, hard thing for Matt Schultz to overcome to start the game.
2 weeks ago, Tiger Cats had 47 pass attempts, just 9 rush attempts. Here it is, 2nd and 8 from their own 40. Matt Schultz throws over the middle. It is complete. Across midfield, battling for the football and hanging on is Richie Sindani. It's a first down, presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling on that 17-yard reception by Sindani.
I like this. Tommy Condell puts him right back to the line of scrimmage. Keep this thing moving after a great gain.
Onto Ottawa's side, just barely on the 53 of the Redblacks. Matt Schultz fresh set of downs. Ball on the near hash mark. Schultz 3 receivers to his right. Another handoff to James Butler. He eludes the first tackler. That would have been a loss. Instead, he gets across the 50 and almost to the 45. And that elusiveness of James Butler turned that into a nice gain.
Great job by Richie Sindani, who motions into the box and blocks back across to the left. And then James Butler, that was kind of all him. I mean, he made some good moves for a really nice gain of 7.
2nd and 3 here for the Tiger Cats. 4 receivers to the left of Matt Schultz, and it's back in the hands of Butler. Starts to his right, and he's battling to get across the 45. Okay. We'll see where they spot this, but it's in one of those areas. He's going to be a yard, maybe 2 short. Let's see.
Couldn't see who it was, but one of the big O-linemen for the Ticats gave a final shove to move James Butler close to what is now going to be a short yardage situation.
So it is about a yard, maybe slightly less, in the Tiger Cats' first possession of the game. They're going to go for it. The ball is currently on the Ottawa 44. Taylor Powell in at quarterback, and he's under center, David Beard. Powell taps his foot, and he will follow Beard and Revenberg. Pretty good pair to follow, and he gets enough for the first down. They haven't indicated yet, but it should be plenty.
Still no call
There it is.
There it is.
So Tiger Cats keep it rolling with an active Green and Ross first down.
Well, how about that? Don't even include the short yardage there. They've already run the ball 3 times in this first drive of the game. And then on top of that, one really nice pass across the middle there behind the linebackers for the first down.
See, they figured the Redblacks would have done their homework. Expect the pass. Let's run the ball. Empty backfield this time. Play action as James Butler cuts in front. It's Richie Sindani again. Makes the reception. He was open and got down to the 30. It's another first down presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
Just so great to see that. The Redblacks don't adjust with the trips to the short side of the field. Under coverage gets taken off, and Sindani hooks up right there for a hitch and then has room to run after.
Tiger Cats did not have an offensive touchdown against Montreal. First time in a long time that's happened. Another open receiver. Schultz, long throw to his left, and it took a while to get to Keandre Smith. He made the catch, but it gave the defenders time to tackle him, and he couldn't get much yak.
Oh, I like this. Well, first of all, they're moving very quickly. They have a good rhythm to this drive, but balancing run and pass, and then the pass game, Matt Schultz has a quick answer. He's making a read after his first step.
Ball on the Ottawa 24. It's 2nd and 4 for the Tiger Cats. Matt Schultz calmly in the shotgun, has James Butler to his right, but he's back to pass, looking left, open receiver, hits his man on the run. It's Terry Godwin. He was a game-time decision. Good thing he's playing. Makes the catch, and he's inside the 10. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling with an active Green and Ross first down. There is an injury to Ottawa. I believe that's Lorenzo Malden. That would be devastating for the Redblacks.
Yeah, I had a sack last week, and a great player, former Ticat himself. Boy, this is a different-looking Ticat offense. The ball is out of Matt Schultz's hand quickly. James Butler has already been involved early on here. That's been a big question: is why is this 1,000-yard rushing back not making a bigger difference in these games? And here he is right now. Now it's time, RJ, to fix the problem of finishing drives, and they have a chance to do that here on the 9-yard line.
Well, they've taken almost 5 minutes off the clock. Opening drive of the game. We will take a break. Tiger Cats in a good spot on the 10-yard line. You're listening to the Ticats Audio Network. Good to have you with us. RJ Broadhead, Luke Tasker, Lorenzo Malden just got up, and he looks to be walking to the sideline just fine, so it's likely not a leg injury. Tiger Cats, if you're just tuning in, opening drive of the game, and they've taken almost 5 minutes off the clock. 8 plays, 62 yards. They started on their own 38. Matt Schultz has been great. 4 for 4, 50 yards passing. They're now on the Ottawa 10. It is 1st and goal for the Tiger Cats, trying to cash in on this opening drive. Hand off to James Butler, runs to the left, and now Ottawa seals off the outside, so he has to cut up the middle, but he gets about 5 or 6 yards down to the 5-yard line.
Yep, decent little run there, and now here it is. You got 2nd down on the 5-yard line. Can you start turning these drives into touchdowns?
It is important for the Tiger Cats. I know we looked at each other 2 weeks ago, and first couple of drives, they had 2 field goals, but had opportunities for touchdowns. Now the Tiger Cats, first drive, trying to get points again. Will it be a touchdown? 2nd and goal, Matt Schultz gets the pass, has time, throws over the middle, and it was intended for Godwin. Tight coverage by Hakeem Bailey. And it's incomplete, and being early in the game, the Tiger Cats will take the points. Mark Leggio coming on the field for the field goal attempt.
Yeah, you got to. Interesting play. A lot of guys crossing at the goal line there. Felix Grand-Gauthier going left to the flat, and Terry Godwin crossing in front of him, but good coverage and a good play on the ball by Hakeem Bailey there at the corner for Ottawa.
Well, this is a short one for Leggio. 13-yard field goal attempt. Leggio steps up and chips that through. He is perfect in his Tiger Cats career. 5 for 5 with field goals, and the Tiger Cats opening drive is a successful one. They get points, a 3-0 lead over Ottawa. Jeremiah Masoli back on the field for the first time in a year when we return on the Ticats Audio Network. Tiger Cats lead the Redblacks 3-0. Good opening drive for the Tiger Cats, their longest opening drive of the season. 10 plays, started on their own 38, got it down to the Ottawa 5, and ended up with a little chip shot for Mark Leggio. No problem for the field goal kicker of the Tiger Cats. And there's an ovation here, partially for Jeremiah Masoli, and now I think it's for the defense.
Yeah, you're right. That is good to see, though.
Masoli, the quarterback for Ottawa. It's their 4th game. It's their 3rd starting quarterback. And the handoff goes to Demontre Tuggle, and he runs to the right, gets about 5 yards. Tiger Cats defense, you look at the statistics, and it's not where this defense is used to being. Often one of the top statistical defenses in the CFL. It's been a rough first 3 games, and you know they want to correct that tonight. So far, so good. 2nd and 5 for the Redblacks. They are on their own 45. Far hash mark, empty backfield. Masoli passing, and he completes the pass. It will be a first down for the Redblacks. Cioce Mariner makes the catch.
Well, after a year off and rehabbing injury and you're coming back, there's the emotions of being back at Tim Hortons Field. If you're Jeremiah Masoli, you know, the Ticat defense, who has not been able to take the ball away from their opposing quarterbacks, you're hoping that you can force Jeremiah to make some throws in some errant places. Looked very calm there on his first throw.
Yeah, that's another thing, Luke, this defense is going to be gunning for. They want some takeaways. None in the last 2 games. And Masoli, the quarterback keeper, showing that he's healthy, but that didn't fool anyone. The Tiger Cats with Richard Leonard coming in to take Masoli down, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. He did not, about a yard loss.
How about that little called quarterback keep there, coming off of a year of rehab?
They might not do that one again. 2nd and 11 here for the Redblacks. Under 7 minutes to go, opening quarter. Tiger Cats offense took a big chunk out of the start of this game. 2nd and long for the Redblacks. Masoli back to pass. He throws to his right. It was Tuggle out of the backfield, but he couldn't make the catch. And the defense gets the job done for the Tiger Cats, and Ottawa will have to punt.
Not an errant throw. I thought Tuggle could have made that, but I think the Ticats were in position to stop that well short of the first down anyways. Really great defensive drive there. Rushed 3 on that 2nd and 11 and had everything covered down very nicely.
Richie Leone, one of 29 punters in CFL history with 700 or more punts. This one, a high spiral. Tyreek McAllister waits at his own 10. The flags fly. Ottawa, I think they were a little too close. Not much of a return. Got to maybe the 15 or 16, but it looks like that penalty flag will be against Ottawa. We will take a break. 6:23 to go. Opening quarter at Tim Hortons Field. Tiger Cats lead Ottawa 3-0. This is the Ticats Audio Network. Tiger Cats offense back on the field. Good first drive for Matt Schultz and the Tiger Cats. 10 plays ended up in a Mark Leggio field goal. Tiger Cats trying for their first touchdown in a couple of games now. Schultz went 4 for 5 on that opening drive for 50 yards. And Tiger Cats, after that penalty, will start this drive from their own 25. Schultz surrounded. Running back on either side, and Tyreek McAllister, who was the returner, gets the handoff. He's listed as a running back, a receiver, a returner, but not very much there. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, apparently he's going to share some run game load with James Butler, and Ottawa was not able to convert on what they just, with that 2nd and 11 that they just had. We'll see if Matt Schultz has any better luck here on a 2nd and 10.
Important for the Tiger Cats, the field position battle. So let's see. Schultz completed 4 of 5 on that opening drive. Taps his right foot, gets the snap, waits in the pocket. Now the pressure's coming, so he has to roll to his right. He might hang on to this. He's across the 30, the 35. He needed to get there for the first down, and it looks like he has enough. They are saying it is a first down Presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling. Good decision by Matt Schultz.
Yeah, good decision and good timing. You have to, if you're going to make that decision, you've got to do it early enough where they're not on you yet. 4 receivers to his left. The defensive secondary was heavy away to his left, and when he escaped the pocket to his right and knew right away he had to go for it.
Schultz, a very good runner. He's got that weapon in his arsenal. Now up to their own 36-yard line. Fresh set of downs. It'll be another passing play. Slings it out to the right here to James Butler, and he's got some blocking in front of him. He's across the 50, just a little bit short of midfield, but it is another first down presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
Boy, I love that. It was Felix Gauthier was split out to the right like a wide receiver, which just puts him in position to be a blocker in the open field, which he did very well. Lined up like a receiver and blocked like a fullback.
Yes. A lot of space for James Butler. 17-yard run now on the Hamilton 53-yard line. A fake handoff to James Butler. Schultz keeps again, and he'll get close to the Ottawa 50 and be a few yards short of the first down.
Well, in some ways, Tommy Condell took the bye week to almost reinvent his offense.
It's
here,
different, isn't it?
It does, and there's a lot of pace and rhythm. They're moving very quickly. Matt Schultz is moving out of the pocket. That actually was also, he had the pitch option to McAllister too there. Interesting play design.
Tiger Cats have had the ball for the majority of this opening quarter. Just under 4 minutes to go. They lead 3-0, and now they're in Ottawa territory on the 52.
They're going to get caught on the time clock here. Pick up a little Schultz audio there.
Referee Justin McInnes making it official. Oh,
Terry Godwin and Tim White are mixed up with some of the secondary for Ottawa up there on the far side of the field.
Looks like Douglas Coleman, second-year player out of Texas Tech.
So we're talking about this rhythm. Can you, after a penalty, now dig yourself out of another 2nd and 10? That would be a sign of a mature offense and a multifaceted play call.
Okay, let's see if they can answer the Luke Tasker challenge. Ball's on the 53. Matt Schultz has Tyreek McAllister to one side. Richie Sindani was back as a blocker, but Schultz has that pocket evaporate. He's sacked. He's sacked back at the Hamilton 45, so they do not convert the 2nd and long. And the Tiger Cats will have to punt for the first time in this game.
Yeah, it's hard. It's also a 12-yard loss from where you were after that first down. You know,
that's good for Bailey Flint. Now he doesn't have to hold back.
Well, he's the what did he call himself? The secret weapon for a quarterback, or the
get out of jail free card.
Get out of jail free card. There you go.
Trying to shift the field position. Bailey Flint, the rookie punter. High into the middle of the field. The return from Savon Scarver. He'll get across the 30. Pretty good coverage by the Tiger Cats punt coverage team. 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. It's 3-0 Tiger Cats. We'll be right back on the Ticats Audio Network. We appreciate you listening to the Ticats Audio Network. RJ Broadhead with Luke Tasker. It's 3-0 lead for the Tiger Cats. We're in the opening quarter, just under 3 minutes to go. Clock is running. Jeremiah Masoli on the field for the second possession of the Redblacks. They had to punt the first time. A delayed handoff to Tuggle, breaks a couple of tackles across the 35, and he'll be just a little bit short of the 40.
You really thought Jacarra Davis had a sure tackle in the backfield. It would have been a loss of 3 yards maybe. Tuggle sneaks through.
Tiger Cats needed a big stop. So it'll be about 2nd and 4 here. Ottawa on their own 37. Long time in the huddle as Jeremiah Masoli is calling the play. Getting loud here at Tim Hortons Field, trying to make it difficult for the Redblacks to communicate. Tiger Cats have a lead. Redblacks 2nd and 4. Another handoff to Tuggle, and he is all tied up. This time, Chris Edwards and Jagarrett Davis got their hands on him and didn't let him loose. Another good stop by the defense.
Yeah, 2 great stops by this defense in a row, forcing the punt from Ottawa, and this one a 2 and out in their own end.
Tiger Cats defense. Don't you get the feeling, Luke, they looked at some of those statistics? They seem like an inspired group so far tonight.
They want to move up those charts.
They know they're a better defense than what the stats through 3 games show. So far, so good. Leone's punt off to the left of Tyreek McAllister and very short. So he lets it bounce a couple of times. Ottawa did a pretty good job staying back and then closing as McAllister picked up that football. And he will only get a few yards on that return. Looks like they'll spot it at about the 34-yard line.
Well, McAllister was a short punt and flat also, but McAllister's lined up 60 yards from the line of scrimmage. I think, you know, he hasn't returned a ton up here yet. I don't think he was lined up where he should have been, and he had to run up and get that ball. You know, whenever you can catch the ball in the air in the CFL, you're way more likely to draw the no yards. You're way more likely to catch them, you know, before they've set up their lanes and returns. Missed opportunity.
I love your special teams analysis. Matt Schultz play action, passes to Keandre Smith, and he cut to his left and back to his right, tried to get along the sideline there, took a hard hit, but hung on to the football, and about 7 yards on first down.
That's Abdul Kane making a really, like you said, really aggressive tackle there on the Ottawa sidelines with miles and miles of hair coming out the back of his helmet.
You can't see the number, but he is number 14. His hair is long. 2nd and 3 for the Tiger Cats. Only 20 seconds to go in the opening quarter. It's 3-0 for the black and gold. High snap. Handoff goes to James Butler going up the middle. Needs to get to the 44 for the first down. Looks like he got to the 45, so it is a first down presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
James Butler, that's a big 2nd and 4 where you can put it in the hands of your running back. He's patient, makes a move at the line, and then takes the gap when he sees it. Great play.
So far in the game, Hamilton has 7 first downs. Ottawa just 1. Tiger Cats defense has been very strong. Final play of the opening quarter. 4 receivers to the left of Matt Schultz. Ball between the hash marks, and Schultz with time throws, completes the pass to Duke Williams. And he'll be about a yard, maybe 2, short of the first down. A very good opening quarter for the Tiger Cats, both offensively and defensively, and they'll carry the ball into the second quarter. It is a 3-0 lead after quarter 1 here at Tim Hortons Field. We'll be right back on the Ticats Audio Network. Second quarter about to begin. Tiger Cats outscored the Redblacks, not by much. 3-0 in that first quarter, but it's a small win for the Tiger Cats. First time in 4 games this season that they've outscored their opponents in the opening quarter. Maybe that's a sign of more good things to come. Ball on the Hamilton 54, so a yard off midfield. It's a 2nd and 1. Short yardage coming in under center is Matt Schultz, and Luke, I don't know if he got it. There's a flag that flies in late. It would be very, very close. Closer than the Tiger Cats wanted, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it is 2nd down here. You get another shot at it, but the flag was very late. Like, you know, I'm wondering if we're going to see a really unfortunate holding here or something. Oh, there you go.
All right,
tack
no
on
problem.
15.
15. Yeah, the flag did come from behind the Ottawa defense. So that'll help out the Tiger Cats. Now all of a sudden they're on the Ottawa 40. Fairly early in the second quarter. Overcast day at Tim Hortons Field. Second home game of the season for the Tiger Cats. They're coming off a bye week. Feels like a long time since they played last, but they have doctored things and they look sharp so far. Fake handoff to Butler. Schultz rolls right. He throws deep down that far sideline, but it's too far for Duke Williams and too far for anyone. It was maybe just thrown away by Schultz.
Yeah, and I like it. Schultz is a guy that you want to see get on the run in a designed situation every now and again in a game. And when you do that, it sort of lessens the risk. The quarterback has a very easy option to throw the ball away. He's outside the pocket, moving that direction, but it also lowers the chance of a sack. He's not going to get captured in his own pocket there. He's going to be able to get rid of the ball. So I like to see Matt Schultz do that, and we'll see if it keeps going here.
Important second down for the Tiger Cats. Second and long. Schultz drops back. Pressure's coming. Dumps it off to Richie Sindani. Makes a move, gets across the 40, dives ahead. And he'll be maybe to the 36, 37. He'll be short of the first down. But the Tiger Cats will go for the field goal. So Mark Leggio, 5 for 5 as a Tiger Cat. Tiger Cats had a little huddle there as Leggio was getting things set up for the holder, Bailey Flint. And so Flint has his finger down on the field between the 44 and 45-yard line. So we'll call it a 45-yard attempt, and flags fly. Did they not get this play off, Luke?
That'd be the second time count violation. Obviously the first one on Matt Schultz in the offense, but this unit has to be efficient as well. You know, the game has been moving so quickly, like in real time. I mean, it was a 35-minute first quarter. Hamilton has been running a lot. Resetting the game clock. Hamilton's been running a lot of no huddle, and I don't know. They're setting the ball and blowing the whistle. You got to keep up with the ref's pace, I guess.
All right, that changes things for Mark Leggio.
Yeah,
he has kicked a field goal in this game. That was 13 yards. This one a lot different. This will be about a 50-yarder for Leggio. That would be his longest as a Tiger Cat. The snap from Gordon White is good. The hold is good. The kick is good, and plenty of leg to spare. Mark Leggio,
great kick. Perfect.
6 for 6 as a Tiger Cat, including 2 field goals in this game. A 50-yarder. That puts the Tiger Cats up 6-0 early in the second quarter, and that will give some momentum for the Tiger Cats.
Yeah, what a kick. And that's hard mentally on a kicker too, to get pushed back 5 yards right before he has to do it. 50 yards is no joke. Great job, perfect on the season, Mark Leggio. Good hold too there. That operation between a snapper, holder, and kicker is a work of art, and Bailey Flint flipping the laces around very, very nicely there.
Gordon White, he is so consistent. Terrific long snapper for the Tiger Cats. 13 minutes to go in the opening half. Tiger Cats lead 6-0. Jeremiah Masoli and the Redblacks back out there. It's a completed pass out of the backfield tuggle, and a sure tackle made by Jameer Thurman limits the gain to just a couple of yards.
Malik Carney putting pressure on Mazzoli very quick and forcing him to dump that to the flats. Great pursuit there by Jameer Thurman. Big 2nd and 7. This would be their 3rd consecutive drive, forcing Ottawa punt if they can stop this here.
Crowd gets loud. Ball on the Ottawa 42-yard line. Jeremiah Masoli, he steps back, looks to pass, throws to his left. It's a high pass. It's tipped. It's intercepted by Chris Edwards. First interception of the season for the Tiger Cats, and he brings it back to the Ottawa 30.
What a big play. This defense is turning it around, man. They are showing up tonight. Jeremiah trying his best to connect on a seam, and it gets tipped off his receiver's hands into Chris Edwards.
Chris Edwards tied for the team lead in sacks, and he is the team leader in interceptions now. Tiger Cats offense coming back on the field after a takeaway by the defense. That was needed. It's 6-0 Tiger Cats. We'll be back on the Ticats Audio Network. Tiger Cats fresh off their first interception of the season. It's a handoff to James Butler. He's making Redblacks miss. Started to his right, cuts to his left, and he's down near the 15-yard line. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling with an active Green and Ross first down. Another great run from Butler.
Really great job, and they had 3 receivers in the game. You're loading up the box on the line, and you're saying we're going to run the ball right now. And James Butler with a great cut in the backfield to work his way back from right to left.
Tiger Cats had 38 rushing yards 2 weeks ago against Montreal. Tonight they already have 50. They've eclipsed that, and we're early in the second quarter. Matt Schultz fakes the handoff, keeps it, and then tosses it to Keandre Smith, who was waiting on this near sideline. So there were a few options, and Schultz finally elected to toss it over to Smith.
That was an interesting little play right there.
Yeah.
Really, really cool in response to what was a great run play. But Schultz executed properly. Only a 3-yard gain, but a lot of interesting things we're watching in the Ticat offense.
So it's a 2nd and 7 for the Tiger Cats. They are on the Ottawa 13. They like to cash in, get a touchdown. They didn't have one against Montreal. Schultz back to pass. He's going for the end zone. Richie Sindani. Oh, they're saying he's out of bounds. He made the catch. They're saying he's out of bounds. And Sindani can't believe it. He thought he made the terrific effort to stay in bounds.
So he's touching his body to the sideline saying, challenge it, challenge it. I think I caught it. This ball is so cool. This ball travels. He's the inside receiver to the right of Matt Schultz, and he's running a seam right up the middle of the field. So Matt Schultz actually throws this directly through the uprights. And Sindani's catching it on top of the head of that defensive back for Ottawa. I think he might have caught this.
Well, they're showing it here at Tim Hortons Field. You could probably hear the crowd as Luke was talking. And it might be a slightly biased crowd here in Hamilton, but they all think that that was caught. His feet were in bounds. And Coach O, he's out at the 50. He faked the overhand toss. He'll toss the challenge flag underhanded. And we know what he'll be challenging here. Tiger Cats, they need touchdowns.
This is a very cool play. Really well thrown ball. Really decent coverage by Douglas Coleman, the Sam linebacker, but Sindani really tall in that slot position there and makes an unbelievable play on this inside seam. And what we're watching here is him hugging the ball pretty much, and the helmet of Coleman as they're falling to the ground at the end line, 20 yards through the end zone.
All right, so it's a challenge by Coach O. Is it a touchdown? The drama will wait, and we'll have the answer when we come back on the Ticats Audio Network. 10:38 to go in the opening half. Tiger Cats lead the Redblacks 6-0. And Justin McInnes, the referee, we're in the midst of a challenge. Well, I'm not sure how much of that you were able to hear, but an unsuccessful challenge by Coach O. They say it's an incomplete pass. We saw a few replays, and it could have gone either way. What an effort by Richie Sindani. Almost a touchdown. But Mark Leggio, he's been a busy man for the Tiger Cats in the last couple of games. Had 4 field goals against Montreal. This is already his 3rd attempt in this game, and there's still over 10 minutes to go in the half. This a 21-yarder, and Leggio steps up. It's another one. 7 for 7. Mark Leggio, perfect as a Tiger Cat and contributing all the offense for Hamilton. It's now 9-0 for the Cats with 10:19 to go, and this defense has been very, very good.
Tons of debate there with the refereeing crew and some pushing and shoving after that field goal there. Gordon White, there's rules that protect the long snapper in a special teams play because they're so vulnerable with their head down. Gordon White ended up underneath the pile somehow, and a lot of Ticats unhappy about how that ended up. But back to this lead with the 9-0 Ticats, and man, The touchdowns, they're not coming yet, but we've seen some really good football from the Ticats.
9-0 lead. Jeremiah Masoli making his first start in a year. He's gone 2 for 4, 11 yards, passes again, off to the left, and Justin Hardy diving to make the catch. They're saying he did make the catch. Gain of about 4 yards.
Solely coming off of the interception that he threw in their previous drive, and if you watch that, it is, in a sense, a quarterback trying to make something happen. They haven't had a ton of downfield plays or explosives, and while he gave his receiver a great chance, that ball sort of, unfortunately for the Redblacks, popped straight up in the air after the attempted catch.
And fortunate for the Tiger Cats, they got their first interception of the year. 2nd and 6 for the Redblacks from their own 44. Jeremiah Masoli throws to his left, and turning around, trying to make the catch is Siosi Mariner, and looks like he did. There is a flag, though.
It was a back shoulder throw to the left sidelines. Receivers running a go route. We didn't catch that audio there, but obviously a pass interference there on the Ticats.
Yep.
Ball thrown to the back shoulder, and as the receiver opens up and takes, comes out of his go route, there's too much contact. I disagree with the call, but they didn't ask me before they threw the flag.
They should, because you haven't missed too many calls. Kenneth George Jr. was in coverage, and yeah, Mariner didn't make that catch, but the ball gets moved up to the 45 of the Tiger Cats because of that penalty. Jeremiah Masoli, a high snap, and then he tosses it to Justin Hardy, the receiver, who cut in front of Jeremiah Masoli, and he'll get just past the 40 to the 41. So a 5-yard gain on that play for the Redblacks. This is really their first foray into Hamilton territory. They're on the Tiger Cats' 39-yard line, under 9 minutes to go. Tiger Cats lead 9-0, 3 field goals from Mark Leggio. Jeremiah Masoli, he'll throw to his left. He has thrown a lot to his left. And it's Jalen Anklin, another former Tiger Cat who broke a couple of tackles, and Jameer Thurman had to come in to finally take him down, but not before he got the first down.
We've seen an impact on these 15-yard penalties. That pass interference against the Ticats accelerates this drive, and the penalties against Ottawa were accelerated Hamilton's offense earlier, and storyline for both of these teams trying to eliminate that.
Now the Redblacks up to the Hamilton 33-yard line. Fresh set of downs for Masoli. This is turning into his best drive of the football game. Back to pass again, throwing to his left again. He's got an open receiver, and it is Dubois, but he can't track it down. It was just overthrown a bit.
Boy, I almost just had a flashback. That ball, Jeremiah Masoli is adjusting Dubois' angle with his throw, trying to make him bring his route further up the field, and he is so good at that. Masoli, I mean, I remember him redirecting me, and once the ball's in the air, having me come out of my break in a different direction, and that time unable to connect with Dubois.
Sounds like October 12th, 2018 you're talking about, Luke. 4 catches, 63 yards, 3 touchdowns. You and Masoli. Jeff Girodat gave me that stat. That's
in
a good one.
Toronto.
Yeah, you remember.
I do.
Here's Masoli, completes the pass to the running back Tuggle, and he's across the 35. So all of a sudden, this Redblacks offense is starting to click.
The reason I remember that is because I usually had 10 catches, no touchdowns, and in that game I was like 3 catches, 3 touchdowns, or whatever it is. Very different for me.
3 out of 4.
There we go.
3 out of 4. Good thing you didn't run into Masoli before the game. He might have got Sean Burke over and tried to sign you.
Oh, boy.
7 minutes to go in the half. Tiger Cats lead 9-0, but the Redblacks in a pretty good spot to get that 0 off their side of the scoreboard. Masoli, back to pass again, looks to his left. That's where he wanted to go, throws right. Hasn't thrown to his right very much, and it's dropped. Simone Lawrence in coverage. Tuggle again out of the backfield, but he couldn't make the reception.
So that's that running back. In the CFL, you're going to constantly see a running back get paired up with either the Sam or Will linebacker. Simone, the Will, ends up a one-on-one in space there. Every defense develops into a man coverage after the play breaks down. And he looked like a defensive back breaking up that pass. Good timing, good athleticism, great job on the Ticat sidelines there.
Simone Lawrence, a lot of pride. He wants this defense to be rock solid. They have to be here. It's 2nd and 10 for the Redblacks. They're on the Hamilton 22. Masoli under pressure, has to roll out. He had trouble holding on to the football, so Mason Bennett just touches him, and oh no, Masoli, his leg, he's on his feet, but his hands are on his knees, and he's bent over, and even the Tiger Cats are around him, a lot of former teammates. And this is Masoli's first game back in a year to the day from when he was injured. And this is a leg injury that he's being treated for right now.
I think it's his left leg that he's holding right now. So hard to see. You got tons of Ticats taking a knee on the field. Jagarrett Davis standing right next to Jeremiah. These are all guys who care about Jeremiah and his career, and it's hard to watch him sitting on the field again.
And no one really near him. It just something happened. He's getting looked at right now by the Ottawa training staff. 6:08 to go in the half. 9-0 Tiger Cats. We'll be right back on the Ticats Audio Network. Jeremiah Masoli helped off the field, did not put any weight on his left leg. And as he was taken off the field, Lewis Ward comes on and hits the 36-yard field goal. So Ottawa is on the board. It's now 9-3. Sean Burke, the general manager of the Redblacks, flew in Jeremiah Masoli's mother, his family, into Hamilton to see this game. And I think all Tiger Cats fans, Redblacks fans, CFL fans did want to see Jeremiah Masoli come back and have a really strong game, and now we'll have to wait and see if he returns, but that did not look good, Luke.
Totally deflated. You can see, just the anguish on the Redblack sidelines, and uncommonly, although you always care about an injured player, but the Ticat sidelines as well. Just guys really, that hurts to see that, and you can see some clips of his family in the stands who are obviously upset. Just hope the best and for Jeremiah to be healthy as quickly as possible.
So there were some penalties after that field goal. Really didn't affect anything, one to each team. So Hamilton will start from their own 40. We'll get to the quarterback situation for the Redblacks next time they get the football. Dustin Crum, the rookie, is listed ahead of Nick Arbuckle, who's on the depth chart as the third-string quarterback. So we'll probably see Crum. 5.5 to go in the half. 9-3, a 6-point lead for the Tiger Cats. And here's a handoff to Tyreek McAllister, and he showed a flash of what he can do. A nice burst of speed. He got across the 45 to the 46, and looks like a gain of about 7.
Yeah, love how quickly he got that handoff and got out of the backfield to the offense's left around the edge there. Man, really efficient in the run game. They've done a great job repairing that and getting more production there.
2nd and 3 for the Tiger Cats from their own 47-yard line. All field goals in this game. Tiger Cats lead by 6. Schultz hands off to Butler this time and needed to get to the 50 for the first down. He did not do that. Redblacks stopped him.
I think you go for it here. It's a 3rd and 1. You're on your own 50. There's risk there. They did struggle on that last short yardage there, but I think you give it a shot, and here comes Taylor Powell.
Yep, you are correct, Luke. They are going to go for it. Ball right in between the 48 and 49-yard line.
Oof, wow, this is actually a really long drive.
Yeah,
here.
It's about 1.5 yards. Taylor Powell under center. The jumbo team in there for the Tiger Cats, and Powell tries to cut to his left and find an opening, and he might have lost yards. He didn't get it, and the Tiger Cats turn it over on downs. So Ottawa gets this football in Hamilton territory, easily their best starting field position of this game, and that will be for rookie quarterback Dustin Crum.
After they spotted that ball, I was expecting the fake hard count, from on the short yardage situation there, but Okay, Ottawa with a chance to make the most of a short field.
So Ottawa, Masoli was their third starting quarterback in 4 games. He's injured. Dustin Crum, the rookie, comes in. Tyree Adams, who was good last week, got injured. He's out for the season. Crum hands it off to Jackson Bennett, another former Tiger Cat, and he dances to his left, to his right, and he'll get about 3 yards on that run up to the Hamilton 45.
You are right on the verge of field goal range here. The ball on the 45 of Hamilton on the second down. Big play here for this Hamilton defense to mitigate the damage of the turnover on downs.
From the quarterback, Bennett, the running back, just to his left. It's a 2nd and 6. Crum's going to pass. The pressure's coming. The Tiger Cats, they initially touched them and couldn't bring them down, and then Jared Hewitt comes in to finish him off. Jameer Thurman slowed him down. Hewitt ended it. So they get to the rookie quarterback.
So huge. It's not just the drive ending. You pushed them outside of field goal range with that sack. The loss of yards there, it was right on that verge, and now you're forcing a punt where they had three points in range there. Great play, and this Ticat defense again coming through.
Thurman will get credit for that. He had the leg and wouldn't let go. An important sack. 3-minute warning opening half. It is 9-3. Tiger Cats lead the Redblacks. We'll be back with the conclusion of the opening half in moments. This is the Ticats Audio Network. 3 minutes to go in the opening half. RJ Broadhead, Luke Tasker, Tim Hortons Field. Important East Division game. Tiger Cats lead 9-3. So it's a close game on the scoreboard, but when you look at the offensive statistics, the Tiger Cats much better than the Redblacks. 142 yards net offense for Hamilton, just 37 for Ottawa. Tyreek McAllister back to return this Richie Leone punt, and he'll let it bounce at the 15, bounces right to him, and he'll go straight ahead along the near sideline. Won't get much though, maybe to the 17 or 18-yard line.
Again, I think he's got to move up there and try to field that ball. It's such an easy field position where you can draw that no yards penalty, that 15 yards extra penalty. Red Black player down the field here, but now you got a pretty long field here for Matt Schiltz.
.246 to go. Mark Leggio in the last 2 games has done all the scoring for the Tiger Cats. See if they can put a nice long drive together here. Put more points on the board. Justin Howell, the injured Red Black. He's getting off the field under his own power. Tiger Cats will start this drive from their own 18. Matt Schiltz, he's gone 8 for 11 in the game, 86 yards passing, has not thrown a touchdown nor an interception. He's also rushed for 17 yards. Haven't seen much of Tim White in this game. Maybe a little foreshadowing there. And how did I know
How'd
that?
you do that?
Well, you had to have a catch in the first half. You can't have your top receiver not have a reception. So Tim makes the catch. He's on the statistical board in this game, and a nice one too, a 7 or 8 yard gain.
Yeah, much better on their first down efficiency. Much of that to do with their run game, and then Tim White and their receivers making their plays as well.
Who do you want to get the ball this time, Luke?
Let's see. How about Terry Godwin here?
Okay. 2nd and 3. Tiger Cats up to their own 25. Schiltz, he's going to pass, and that pocket was collapsing. He was going back to Tim White, and he was open over the middle. Pass was a little high. Tim couldn't haul it in, but had he, it might have been a massive gain for the Tiger Cats.
You're right.
Incomplete.
He was coming from left, just over the line of scrimmage there to the right, moving across the field, but Matt Schiltz throwing that in a really tight pocket, actually taking quite a shot as well, just a few inches high.
Had to get rid of that football when he did, and if you asked Tim White, he might have said, give him that one, he'll get it 9 out of 10.
Yeah, you're right. It really was within a catchable radius.
So Bailey Flint will have to punt. There's over 2 minutes to go in the half, and is this another time count for the Tiger Cats?
So every now and again, you're going to get
Time count violation. Hamilton.
You're going to have a play where it's
10-yard penalty.
hard getting people.
Remains third down.
Hard getting people on and off the field. But this repeated. I really think this crew is moving very quickly. They're setting the ball very quickly, especially on third downs.
Well, Ottawa hasn't had any time counts, I don't think. So that'll push the Tiger Cats back. Bailey Flint currently standing on his own 1-yard line to punt the football. And it's not a huge punt. Oh, Savon Scarver tried to get to it, and he missed it and had to jump up, pick it up at midfield. The Tiger Cats got to him. They very nearly got to that football after Scarver touched it, but Redblacks will be either on their 54 or right at midfield for this drive with just over 2 minutes to go in the half.
Gordon White is furious for the second time after a special teams play, and rightly so. He did just get punched in the face after the play ended with no flags being thrown there.
Scarver dropped that football. That's the times when you want somebody in that 5-yard radius. And you're right, Luke. That was an open palm right to the face and no penalty on Scarver. Hand off to Jackson Bennett. And the Tiger Cats run defense right there. So the Redblacks, without their starting quarterback, Jeremiah Masoli, due to injury, and their starting running back, Demontre Tuggle, has not been in the last few series.
Well, since that last drive for the Redblacks, where Jeremiah Mazzoli marched them down the field, the Ticats turnover on downs. The ball has not left the Ticats end of the field right here. The Redblacks have a good chance to take advantage of that before the end of this half.
It's 2nd and 9 for the Redblacks right at midfield. Dustin Crum, rookie quarterback. They get to him, Malik Carney, but a flag flies immediately, and he might have grabbed the face mask. That long arm of Carney.
Hamilton, number 5. It's 15-yard penalty, first down.
Wow. Yeah, it's a roughing the passer.
So strong.
They're moving so fast, and it's like, you're driving a car trying to catch a ball out the window. Like, he sticks his arm out as he runs past the quarterback and gets a hold of too much face mask and too high on the body. Yeah. Unfortunate, because it was a great rush.
Yeah, Malik Carney got a hand in the face mask of Crum. That would have been a strong play by the defense. Would have forced Ottawa to punt, but now it's a different situation. The ball gets moved up to the Hamilton 40. There's a minute 39 on the clock. Crum, the rookie quarterback, with an empty backfield. He passes and completes it to Hardy. And he gets spun around by Kenneth George Jr. and doesn't fall down. And actually, that gave him a little momentum to get another couple of yards. He sprung him toward the Hamilton end. Finally tackled. Looked like George had him at the 35 and got down near the 30. There's a handoff, inside run from the Redblacks, and Jared Hewitt right there to make the tackle. It was Jackson Bennett again with the carry for Ottawa. It's enough for a first down. Ottawa didn't need much. So 1st and 10 from the Hamilton 29-yard line. Hamilton led 9-0. There's still over a minute to go in the half. Ottawa well within field goal range. Crum under pressure, and he just gets away from Chris Edwards. Now he's going to run, and he's put this into some positive yardage. He's down to the 15, and another first down for Ottawa with 1:06 to go. That would have been a big loss if Edwards had corralled him.
Very similar to Malik Carney's pressure, just coming in with so much speed. Just a little move from Crum, dodges the sack.
On the Hamilton 15, fresh set of downs. Handoff is faked to Bennett, and the Tiger Cats bit. And Crum runs it in. The rookie quarterback has come in, hasn't thrown much, but he's run quite a bit. And now it's a tie game. Except Ottawa has a convert coming up to take the lead for the first time in this game with under a minute to go in the half.
Well, good timing there. Crum, athletic, and has some speed, and made the right read to pull that ball and keep it around his left end and really open lane right to the end zone.
Lewis Ward has a field goal in this game. He'll step up to try to give Ottawa its first lead. The offense anemic for Ottawa for the better part of the half. Crum runs it in for a touchdown. Lewis Ward hits the convert. And after a 9-0 lead, the Tiger Cats now trail 10-9 with 57 seconds to go. The importance of getting touchdowns instead of field goals.
Yes, that and the detriment from that turnover on downs. You know, yard and a half and trying to make that tough. And, you know, the Ticats on their previous short yardage in this game as well, they got it because of a 15-yard misconduct penalty, but they really hadn't gained that short yardage. So they've almost had 2 short yardage situations where they have not got the yards needed.
Yeah.
In Ottawa, with a injury to their key man, Jeremiah Mazzoli, is still able to move that ball down the short field for the end zone.
Mazzoli, and it looks like Tuggle is out. He is on the sidelines for the Redblacks, but he hasn't been in much. Jackson Bennett's been the running back. Tyreek McAllister back to return the kickoff from the Redblacks. Bit of the same feel as that Montreal game after a strong start for the Tiger Cats. Ottawa has come back to take the lead late in the half. McAllister will get across the 30, maybe to the 33-yard line, and Tiger Cats will have a chance to try to get this lead back with 50 seconds to go. Halftime looming. Matt Schultz, 9 for 13 in the game. Just under 100 yards passing. He's at 93 yards. Hamilton in black tops, gold pants, going from right to left in this second half. The wind is negligible. Schultz will pass, or wanted to anyway. He dropped back and they get to him. He is sacked by Cleon Lang.
Yeah, really, really quickly, too. I mean, Schultz had no time to keep his eyes downfield or try to make a read or a throw. Huge loss of 8 or 9 yards there. And, you know, prior to that play, I was going to say you need about 35 yards with field goal range. You know, now you need near 45 here to get into the field goal range with 40 seconds left.
And the clock is running. So just for a first down, Tiger Cats need 17 yards, but there isn't a lot of time. There's under 30 seconds now. Matt Schultz, 3 receivers to his left. He's going to throw right and fairly deep. Completes the pass to Terry Godwin. You were a couple of plays off on that one, Luke. And he'll be just short of the first down. Tiger Cats needed a whole bunch for the first down.
Yeah, I think Terry Godwin, you could tell he was hustling to get out of bounds there to save clock, but it's second down and he wasn't close enough to the sticks. So you gotta actually wiggle and stay in bounds there and try to win a one-on-one match on your defensive back to get the first down there.
Yeah, you don't want much time because you're giving the ball away. Bailey Flint is back to punt. Savon Scarver, the returner for the Redblacks, standing about his 25-yard line. Flint, his punt, caught at the 29. Scarver dances in a spot and winds up losing yardage. Anthony Federico and Panay Pavihi were right down there immediately and stopped him. There's a flag. So that play was long over, and a flag just flew.
Specifically on the special teams, it's been unbelievably chippy. Every special teams play has ended with just guys locked up, you know, chest to chest or face mask to face mask, and somebody's going to get 15 yards here.
The officials are meeting at about the Ottawa 28-yard line. Referee is Justin McInnes. And it appears he's getting a little more information before he makes the call. And Kyle Wilson trying to plead the case, so it might not be a good thing for the Tiger Cats.
15-yard misconduct foul. Hamilton, number 15. 15-yard penalty, first down.
A lot of 15s there. Kyle Wilson is the culprit. And with 10 seconds to go, this makes things interesting for Ottawa. Ball is on their own 44. Crum is the quarterback. 10 seconds, not a lot of time. But they have a lead. They got that lead with under a minute to go in this half. First time they've led in the football game. Such an important contest in the East Division. Hamilton doesn't have a win yet. Ottawa has won. Crum gets the snap. He looks to his left, decides to throw over the middle. It's a completed pass. Nate Bahar makes the catch, trying to stay on his feet. Thurman chasing him, and he goes out of bounds at midfield. And there's no time left on the clock. And Justin McInnes waves the flag, so that is it. The half is done, and it was good for a long time for the Tiger Cats. They had a 9-0 lead, but 10 unanswered points for the Redblacks, and all of a sudden, it's a deficit for the Tiger Cats going into the half for the 4th time this season.
Yeah. You know, easy though mindset. Forget about it. You got to come out here and win the half. You know, forget the 1-point deficit. It comes down to it's this simple. The Ticats get a turnover and run that interception well back into Ottawa territory, but don't convert it into a touchdown. The Redblacks get their turnover on downs in Hamilton territory, and they do convert it into points and a touchdown. And you know, both I think the first down efficiency and the run game, Ticats have by far looked better in this game than they have all season, but you still have the lingering issue of not finishing drives in the end zone. We'll see what Matt Schultz can do in the second half.
Glass half full. First time this season, Tiger Cats haven't trailed by double digits at the half. 1 point. That's not much.
Very good. Like I said, that's easy. Your locker room, it's one point is 0 points. It's just go out there and win the half. It's all you can think about and all you can do.
Low scoring opening half between these two East Division rivals. Ottawa leads Hamilton 10-9. Tiger Cats at the half, presented by My Insurance Broker, with Bubba O'Neill and Andy Fantuz, is next on the Ticats Audio Network.
You're listening to Tiger Cats at the half.
Tiger Cats at the half, presented by My Insurance Broker. Bubba O'Neill along with Andy Fantuz, and 10-9 for the Ottawa Redblacks. And looking at one of your Car Star keys to victory, Andy, we talked about laying down the hammer in the first half, and I thought the Tiger Cats did a wonderful job of doing that for about 3/4 of that first half.
They sure did, and it's a similar story to what we were talking about last game against Montreal, where methodical moving the ball down the field, but not able to finish in the red zone. If one of those three field goals were a touchdown, we'd be winning the game. If two were, you'd be in control. So offensively, they just got to finish. Defensively, they were standing on their heads through most of that first half. I mean, the Redblacks were limited to about 50 yards until the last 3 minutes of the second quarter there, and then they had Crum came in and had a nice drive with a couple key runs by himself that sort of fooled the Ticat defense. You take out that one drive and then maybe on offense score one touchdown and then take away a few penalties. It's a totally different game. So not quite the hammer that we were hoping for, being down going into the locker room. It must be frustrating for you and I and for the team and for all our fans.
Well, what's frustrating is what I thought was a touchdown reception by Richie Sindani. It appeared that he had control of the football via the helmet of another player. Feet were down. In fact, there were multiple feet down, knees down, but the officials, under review, didn't like it.
Yeah, honestly, every review I saw, I thought it was a touchdown, and I know that the command center has more replays and more angles than we can see, so perhaps we missed something. But that's one of those potential scores that are automatically reviewed anyway, so there wasn't really a need to challenge it. I would like to see why it wasn't called a touchdown, to be honest with you. I thought he, at my first look, I thought it was incomplete, but then after looking again, I thought his arm was under the ball. He survived contact, and then the DB knocked it out once the play was over. So, but regardless, it's over, and no point to dwell on that right now. Really, I think you said it when you and I were watching that last Ottawa drive. It said if there's no face mask, roughing the passer penalty, that drive's over. Hamilton has a chance to improve on their 9-3 lead with 2 minutes left in the half. Instead, now they're down by 1.
Tiger Cats at the half, presented by My Insurance Broker. Also features the alumnus of distinction for Andy and I. And let's bring in a guy that, I'll tell you, played from 2002 to 2006 in Steeltown, had a longer CFL career with stops in Edmonton also and in Montreal, I do believe. And I'll tell you, he's wearing the number 49 with a lot of pride, and I'll tell you, he was a terror. Tim Cheatwood, it is fantastic to see you. Congratulations, and welcome back to Steeltown.
Oh, man, it's great to be here, and thank you guys for having me.
Tim, when I was in college, I remember watching the Ticats, and you had you and Montfort, just the edges coming off, like just the unstoppable D-line. What was it like just playing here in Hamilton? Your experience from college on into your pros?
Oh, man, it was a wonderful experience playing here in Hamilton. I love this place, and it's even better when I got a chance to play with, the great Joe Montfort, who pretty much after he got here showed me how to really excel at rushing the passer. So this place really brings back a lot of fond memories of just being able to just come out here and show my skills, and these guys really appreciated me the whole time I was here.
We ended up overlapping my first 2 seasons I played against you, but luckily I never had to match up directly with you, because even looking at you now, you still probably put me in my place pretty quickly. But so you brought your 2 daughters and your wife up, 2 of your 4 kids, your daughters and your wife with you. Have you had a chance to get around Hamilton and see some of your old sites?
Yeah, I did, man. I went to a few of my old stomping grounds. A lot of things have changed, but a lot of things are still the same, which is awesome. Especially the fans and people actually, still recognize you and honor the work that you put in up here. And it's just great to be here, man.
Now, did you in that D-line in the heyday of the early 2000s, did you guys ever run into some games where you're having trouble getting pressure? And if so, what did you do about it?
Not really, to tell the truth. We had it was between me, Joe, Belly, my guy Johnny Scott. Man, so we had a tremendous time. I mean, we had a great O-line. It was just a matter of who they gonna double and who got the one-on-one. You know how it is, man. We go out there and it's pride, man. We just competed against the people out there, but we also were competing against each other. Competition brings out the best in all of us, and that was my guys always competed, so I had no trouble.
Well, let me rephrase it then. Is there any advice you can give to this Ticat team to get a little bit more pressure? Today's not that bad. They had 3 sacks this game so far.
The pressure is there.
But this year it's been, not what we're used to seeing out of the Mark Washington defense.
Just keep it simple. Sometimes it's just better to keep it simple, man. Let these guys go after there and get the quarterback and do their job. That's it, man. Keep it simple and play with like your hair's on fire every single play. These guys are out there giving it their all, I know, but sometimes it's like they're thinking a little bit too much instead of just going out there and making a play.
Over your 5 seasons wearing the black and gold, 41 sacks. 5 seasons. Like, that's big numbers. I look at that 2004 year. On your side, 14 sacks, 13 for Joe on the other side. And then you add, and you talk about some other names, which I thought were great. Belly had 4, Johnny Scott had 4. Like, that is an insane front 4 that people must have been fearing. And in the middle, Jason Lamar had 4 more blitzing where you guys were making some room as well, too. Those must have been wild years. And you guys went to the playoffs that year in 2004.
Yeah, man, it was a great time. Like I said before, we just weren't competing against the guys across. That's what people didn't understand. We were actually competing against each other while cheering each other on. We love to see each other do great. We love to see each other get in the sack, but we all wanted it just as bad as we wanted to see our brother next to us do it, too. So we just had a great time. And once you get that kind of camaraderie rivalry and competition going at the same time, it's hard to stop. That's why I said we didn't have many problems. That's why I was telling them, like, it wasn't many guys that we didn't get to or didn't know where we were coming and things like that. So it was just a great time, man. Camaraderie and competition brings you playoffs.
Who was the toughest to get at, quarterback-wise?
Henry Burris. For some reason, Hank slid. He was slithery. No, him and Damon Allen, but I got to Damon a few more times, though. I said it has to be Henry Burris. It has to be Henry Burris.
A legend. Easiest to get at.
Yeah.
Who was easiest to get
Easiest to get? Easiest to get. That's a tough question. It wasn't no easy quarterbacks to get at then. It was Joseph. It was Kahari. It wasn't no easy quarterback to get at in this league.
You got Calvillo out there not moving, but he releases it so fast.
So fast. There was two steps and the ball is gone. So it was no easy quarterback to get at.
Dave Dickinson was also
tricky. Tricky Dicky. He get it out real quick too. Yeah. So
Moss.
Danny on your side.
That's what Danny get the ball out of there in one step. So
it's a good quarterback.
Yeah,
well,
good
41 out of your 44 sacks here in Hamilton, 225 of your 236 tackles, 7 forced fumbles, 4 fumble recoveries, touchdown, 2 All-Stars, 1 CFL All-Star. Just legendary numbers over a career, like a long career, let alone five seasons with the Cats.
Yeah.
Just amazing. So you're living down in Orlando now. What are you doing with yourself?
Yeah, so I own a gym. I actually train Laurent. I train Ted. I've been training Ted for the last 5 years. So I have a pretty good relationship with him.
You've extended his career.
Yeah, and we did. And that's what the things we work on. That's one of my big things about training. We train a lot of core, man. And, we don't do things like we do when we were, our second and third season. We do things like you're supposed to do when you're in your 10th, 11th season. Like, you know what I mean? So he's a great guy, and he works his tail off every day. Every day we work out very hard. There's nothing easy about it, and that's why he's looking like he's looking this season.
Well, that's awesome. Still working with athletes. You got any advice for the locker room here for the second half?
Like I said, man, just come out with your hair on fire, man. These guys, they know they can do it. They just got to get out there and put it out on the field, man. I'm sure they put in the work at practice. They put in the work in the film room. They just got to make a show out here now, man. Lay their hair on fire and go out here and do it.
Tim Cheatwood, number 49. It's been a pleasure. Good memories. Good memories.
Man,
I know it was a different building at the time, but boy, I've always said it. No matter what, if you're a longtime Tiger Cat fan, your pride and joy was always the defense on a second down situation when you guys either sacked the quarterback or forced it incompletion. And when you guys came back to that north stands, that standing applause, every time, it was a wonderful thing. Good memories.
It meant the world to me, and it was great, fond memories. Always great to be here.
Great to have you back, and glad you were able to bring your family and just take it all in, brother.
Yes, sir. It's beautiful. Beautiful thing here. You guys built a beautiful stadium, and the fans are always great, and they're still great.
Our best, and thank you for checking in there, bud.
Thank you, guys.
All right, folks, as we get ready for the second half, let's get a comeback going, folks. 10-9, Redblacks leading the Tiger Cats here on a Saturday night Week 5 contest. RJ and Luke getting ready, and they will send it right back to the broadcast booth. And yes, you are live. Redblacks and Tiger Cats on the Ticats Audio Network.
Available live at listen.ticats.ca and on the Ticats All Access app. This is the Ticats Audio Network.
Welcome back to Tim Hortons Field. Second half just underway. Mark Leggio kickoff, and it goes out of bounds. So that's not a good start for the Tiger Cats in the second half, trailing by a point.
No, they've already had a couple of those this season. Not by Leggio, of course, but Jeff Reinbold not happy with that special team start to the third quarter.
So the Tiger Cats trail to begin this second half, not by much. It's just a 1-point deficit. 10-9 Ottawa leads. Last season, the Tiger Cats had 3 victories when they trailed at the half. Most recently against Ottawa on October the 21st. So they'll try to overcome a first half
Hamilton,
deficit.
Number 4, that penalty is declined. Illegal kick out of bounds. Hamilton. Ball will be spotted at the 50-yard line. First down.
Wow, that's a terrible start for the Tiger Cats. 2 penalties on a kickoff. All right. Start of the second half. Jeremiah Masoli made his comeback in this game. He got injured. He was seen with a boot on his left leg. Dustin Crum, the rookie, is now the quarterback. He came in, he went 2 for 2, 19 yards passing, and he rushed for a touchdown. 29 yards rushing for the rookie quarterback, and here's a run early for the Redblacks to begin the second half, a gain of 3.
Well, let's see what Mark Washington continues to do in the second half. That was a loaded up box with press man coverage and a single high safety, effectively saying, we know you're running the ball and here we are to stop it.
Demontre Tuggle back in the game at running back, 2nd and 7. Ottawa on the 53-yard line. Crum gets the snap, throws immediately, and Justin Hardy was almost off to the races. A shoestring tackle by Richard Leonard saved what would have been possibly a touchdown. It is still a big gain and a first down into Hamilton territory.
Yeah, 2nd and 7, slant route to the right of Crum there. Richard Leonard just gets a little bit behind in his coverage, and first down Ottawa.
Now they're on the Hamilton 41. Hamilton led the football game 9-0. Ottawa 10 unanswered points and now lead by 1. Opening possession of the second half, and Crum is keeping the football, and he gets away from one tackle. Javian Elliott is blocked, and then a hard hit is thrown and finally brought Crum down, but he bounces right back to his feet after running for another first down. They're inside the Hamilton 30 now.
It was Chris Edwards that had a chance to make that tackle off of the defensive left edge there. And Crum with a nice move in his own backfield.
Kyle Wilson, Javian Elliott in on the tackle. First down Redblacks on the Hamilton 28-yard line. Rookie quarterback Crum directing traffic for Ottawa. Handoff goes to Demontre Tuggle, and he is stopped by Malik Carney. Might have been right at the line of scrimmage. Certainly wasn't too much of a gain.
Yeah, really nice play by Malik Carney to recapture his leverage to the outside of the box there. Here it is, 2nd and 10. You earned this as a defense. Put him in a tough spot. You've got to make it count and stop this drive.
Ball's on the Hamilton 27. Rookie quarterback for Ottawa. He's going to pass. Doesn't waste any time. Got the snap. Throws to his left. Completes the pass to Savon Scarver. And he is able to take it inside the 20, very close to the 15-yard line, and another first down for Ottawa.
I mean, you got to give it to the Ottawa receivers out there. All of them stacked out. It's a wide side of the field to Crum's left. And 2 blockers there. That Ticat defense has to swarm a little harder and stop that play. That's a really successful wide receiver screen.
Crum is a good runner, and he gets rid of the ball quickly. He is perfect. 4 for 4, 48 yards passing, and he has run for 42 yards. He came in the second quarter. This is the first possession of the second half, and it's looking good for Ottawa. Tuggle will go straight ahead, and he'll get a few yards.
Again, man coverage. A lot of guys right in there to make the stop on the run, and now you get that 2nd and 7 again. And incredibly, Crum for stepping into this game, not expecting to be the guy. He's come in here and done a good job on these second downs.
Looks like Ottawa has a good one in Crum. Tiger Cats trying to figure him out. 2nd and 7. Ball's on the Hamilton 13. Ottawa leads by a point, but they're well within field goal range. Began this in their own 56 plays, 47 yards, and that pass is tipped by Hardy, and it went harmlessly to the ground, but it was up in the air for a moment. Tiger Cats just couldn't get to it. And that will bring up 3rd down, and the field goal team comes on for Ottawa.
Well done, aggressive call. They ran cover 0 and brought everybody. And in the back half of cover 0 is, of course, 1-to-1 with no help from a safety. And I thought that Ticat secondary did a good job in their matchups there, not allowing for any passing option for Crum.
Lewis Ward on to kick the field goal. It's a short one, 20-yarder, and that's through the uprights. That's his second field goal of the game, and it increases Ottawa's lead. It's 13-9. Redblacks lead the Tiger Cats. Matt Schultz and the offense is coming on the field. You're listening to the Ticats Audio Network. Early second half, Ottawa first drive, pretty good field position after a Hamilton penalty. They turn it into a field goal. It's now 13-9, Ottawa leading Hamilton. I'm RJ Broadhead with Luke Tasker. Hamilton's offense on the field for the first time in the second half. Matt Schultz, opening half, went 10 for 14, 104 yards. Didn't throw an interception nor a touchdown. Schultz, 3 receivers to his left, but it's a handoff to James Butler. He gets to the outside on the right side, and Redblacks were able to seal it before he could get around the corner, but it's still a pretty good run. Looks like about 6 or 7 for Butler.
Well, I like the way that he
contact. Ottawa, number 6. It's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
Tack on a little more. I like the way that James Butler runs that. If he can get to the outside, he takes it, but then he knows when he has to put a foot in the ground, when he's lost the ability to get around that last edge, and he just times it very well. He kind of squeezes every last yard out of the run, you know.
Seeing some more dynamic runs from James Butler in this game. There's been a few.
Well, the play clock's at 17. Well, they've stopped it here.
Yeah, the officials are meeting. Justin McInnes is the referee. Ball's currently on the Hamilton 50.
They may be discussing if this has already been, if James Butler already had the ball in his hands, then the illegal contact maybe wouldn't stand, right? If Tim White is effectively just a blocker downfield on a run play at that time, that's what I would expect they're discussing here about if that was a penalty or not.
Well, sorry, Luke.
By the command center, there's no flag on the play. Yeah. Second down.
Boy, you don't miss. You don't miss.
So, but James Butler just had a really great first down run. So it's yes, it's not first and 10, but it is second and 3 here after that James Butler run to the right side. So not a huge loss with that penalty not standing.
Timer, please reset the clock to 10:15.
We'll just pretend last 60 seconds or so of real time didn't happen.
Yes.
Add another 3 seconds to the clock, and here we go. 10 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Ottawa's up by 4. It is 2nd and 3. It's back in Butler's hands. Needs to get across the 50, and he does. It is a first down for the Tiger Cats, presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
I love that. Man, I can tell you, these offensive linemen for the Ticats, it helps them so much to have such a healthy mix of the run and the pass. They can sprint off the ball. Those D linemen can't be so comfortable just knowing every play is a pass. It's just too hard to pass protect that often in the game.
Tiger Cats getting close to midfield. They're on their own 53-yard line on the far hash mark. Matt Schultz has Butler behind him, and they'll give it right back to him. He gets to the line of scrimmage, and Ottawa had that all bundled up. There was not much room for Butler, and might have got a yard.
All right, now it's going to be back in Matt Schultz's hands on a 2nd and 9 to try to move this down the field. Saw a lot of Richie Sindani early in this game, looking really good.
Sindani, 3 receptions, 33 yards, almost a touchdown. 2nd and 9, ball's on the 54. Matt Schultz back to pass for the first time in the second half. Throws over the middle, it's picked off. It is picked off by the Redblacks. A terrific catch, a diving catch made by Ty Cranston.
Holding Hamilton, number 9. Penalty is declined. First down.
So the flag against Hamilton, and all of a sudden, after a 9-0 lead for the Tiger Cats, everything's going the Redblacks' way. An interception by Cranston. Ottawa leads 13-9. We'll take a break and be back to Tim Hortons Field. This is the Ticats Audio Network. Back at Tim Hortons Field, we're in the third quarter, 8:47 to go in the third. First interception thrown by Matt Schultz in this football game. Ty Cranston made an unbelievable diving catch to pick it off in front of Duke Williams. Ottawa, with a 13-9 lead, has the football at their own 44-yard line.
Well, as you watch that interception again, just a really great play from the Ottawa defensive backs there, but Duke Williams just trying to gain that leverage and can't get in front of that defender.
Dustin Crum, he's developing into quite a story in this game. 4 for 5, 46 yards passing, and he's run a lot. He's got the ball, he's rolling right, throws on the run, and completes that pass to Jalen Acklin, and he'll be close to a first down. He did get it, just enough.
Acklin running a deep sail route to his right side, and then as the play breaks down, he just starts sprinting right directly back to Crum, which is a really great. You've got to do that as a receiver to give your quarterback an easy option.
Ball at midfield. Crum completing another pass. Looked good on that one too. Scrambling. Spotted Acklin. Under 8 minutes to go, third quarter. This time it's a handoff. And Tuggle won't get much, maybe a yard or two.
Just creeping into field goal range here again, RJ. We saw them push Ottawa back out of that in the first half, and a big second down here as Ottawa's flirting with points.
I was just going to say, Luke, Tuggle was a big workhorse for the Redblacks against Edmonton. 7 carries, 19 yards in this game, but it's Crum, their leading rusher, 42 yards, and he's run for a touchdown, the only touchdown in the football game. 2nd and 8 from the Hamilton 53. Crum throws, and it is picked off. Simone Lawrence. That ball was up in the air for a while. Looked like a couple of players had cracks at it, but the second interception of the game, the second of the season for the Tiger Cats, and it's Simone. That'll get some momentum. Crowd favorite here at Tim Hortons Field.
The ball, y'all, Richard Leonard, what an amazing job. Volleyball, keeping it alive to give his guy a chance. Great play by the Ticats defense.
Ticats throw an interception and they get it back. Offense coming back on the field. 7:07 to go, third quarter, 13-9. Ottawa leads. This is the Ticats Audio Network. Big takeaway game for the Tiger Cats defense. They had no interceptions in the first 82 passes from the opposition, but they have 2 picks in the last 14 passes. Simone Lawrence, the most recent. So that gives the Tiger Cats the football on the 46-yard line. They're trailing by 4. Schultz gets the snap, throws to his left, and Tyreek McAllister, he's running down the sideline. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20, the 10. It's a touchdown! Tyreek McAllister.
Wow. RJ, you know I'm not a big wide receiver screen guy. But I guess McAllister has the speed to get it done, and great job blocking by the rest of that wide receiver setup. Huge touchdown pass. It was Damon Webb, halfback for Ottawa, who thought he had the angle, but McAllister, the angles are different with that guy. That was great, great speed down the sidelines, right in front of the Ottawa bench.
First touchdown for the Tiger Cats in their last 23 possessions. They didn't have one against Montreal. They didn't have one in the first half here. Now in the second half, Tyreek McAllister. Might be tough to get number 35 out of the lineup now. That was dynamic.
It was Duke Williams and Terry Godwin who were blocking up front. What a great job by those guys in open space.
The defense set things up with that Simone Lawrence interception. Ticats touchdown presented by Turkstra Lumber. And Mark Leggio has missed the convert. So, tough start to the second half for Leggio. Opening kickoff out of bounds, and he just missed a convert. So instead of a 3-point lead, it remains a 2-point lead for the Tiger Cats. It's 15-13, but it is a lead with 6.5 to go in the third quarter.
Keandre Smith was another guy up there blocking, and McAllister just the right amount of patience and then burst. And man, he on the drag strip there on the sidelines, he was not going to get caught. RJ, that's part of it too. That started with the Simone Lawrence turnover, and they haven't been able to capitalize on the mistakes by another team or the great plays by the defense, where you see Ottawa scoring a touchdown after the turnover on downs. Well, now Hamilton forces the interception defensively, and then their offense answers the call. Great complementary football.
Tyreek McAllister. That was something to see. Blasted down the sideline, 64 yards for the touchdown. And Tiger Cats lead with 6:32 to go in the third quarter. The defense has to be riding some momentum. Leggio's kickoff, not deep. Jackson Bennett gets it at his own 21. He's across the 30 and drags a tackler up to about the 34-yard line. And more rough stuff after the whistle, Luke. There's been a lot of that in this game.
These special teams units, man, it's brutal out there.
Yeah, it has been all special teams. And there is an injury. It's a Tiger Cat down. Looks like it might be a cramp there. Yeah, pulling the toe of the left foot. I can't see who it is yet, Luke.
Boy, if you can follow up as a Hamilton defense right now on the momentum that you've just gained and force a punt on this drive, you're gonna you put a really cold water on Ottawa that was doing really well after losing Jeremiah Mazzoli. Crum came in here and they were being a fairly productive offense, and now you've recaptured the momentum. Can the Hamilton defense stop them again?
Miles Manalo, he was just re-signed by the Tiger Cats a few days ago, so a cramp in the third quarter. He'll be all right. Tiger Cats led 9-0, and Ottawa scored 13 straight points. Tiger Cats get their first touchdown in 2 games, and now they lead again. It's a small lead, just 2 points. Crum fakes the handoff to Tuggle. Then he's got all kinds of time, and he's got a wide open receiver. It's Jalen Acklin along that far sideline, and he'll get to midfield. It's a first down for Ottawa.
Yeah, kind of strange. Jalen Acklin ran sort of a sail or a corner route to the left there, but the play took so long to develop. He actually just ended up sitting, facing back to Crum at 15 yards, and Crum eventually finds him, but it took a long time to get that ball out of his hand.
Big play for the Redblacks, 19-yard catch from Jalen Acklin. Cover 0 here for the Tiger Cats. It's a handoff to Tuggle. He'll get across midfield, gain of 3 or 4. The Tiger Cats' run defense has been much better in this game, with the exception of the Crum run for the touchdown. But that was a pretty good play action to decoy the defense.
Here we are again flirting with that field goal range.
Ball's on the Hamilton 53-yard line. It's 2nd and 7. Crowd gets loud at Tim Hortons Field. They want the defense to get a stop. The rookie quarterback Crum has been excellent. He's back to pass and he's got time. He's got a receiver. It's Acklin again, and it's another first down for Ottawa. He's across the 40.
Well, it should be a penalty, and I am salty about it because I got a penalty for that one. Jalen Acklin, excited, throws the football, and he hits Jameer Thurman with the ball, and that's a classic. You can't do that even by accident, but uncalled. But again, Jalen Acklin is kind of sitting there alone, 12 yards down the field. I don't love seeing it.
For the listeners, Luke was pointing at the field. You were basically throwing a flag.
Exactly.
Ottawa up to the Hamilton 39-yard line, and Crum ran right with Tuggle, so it was difficult to see who had the football. It was Tuggle. Tiger Cats didn't allow much, 2, maybe 3 yards.
Okay, another forcing another long second down here, second and 7 it looks like, but Crum's had success. He's converted a lot of these.
So the Tiger Cats lead by 2. Mark Leggio missed the convert on the Hamilton touchdown, and now the Redblacks have themselves in likely Lewis Ward range on the Hamilton 36. Crum under pressure.
Wow.
Oh,
fumble.
The ball has come loose. They get to the quarterback. The ball's still loose. Finally picked up by Ted Laurent, and he will bring it to the Ottawa 45. Big Ted found that loose football. Boy, that seemed to be out there for a long time.
7 people must have touched the football in that play. It continued to get bobbled and bounced backwards and backwards from the Ottawa offense. And that will forever be a clip of what not to do as a defensive lineman, meaning to try to pick it up. But Ted does it smooth and clean, gets an extra 5 yards.
Smooth Ted Laurent. Another turnover created by the defense. We'll see if the Tiger Cats offense can cash in on that when we come back. It's 15-13, Ticats lead. This is the Ticats Audio Network. Defense, another big play. First time this season, Hamilton defense has created turnovers on back-to-back opposition possessions. Under 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Hamilton still leads by 2. They've got the ball at the Ottawa 45, and it's a run for James Butler. He ran a long way to his right, and he cut it upfield for maybe a yard.
Well, Ted Laurent coming up big, and he was not gonna. He was not just going to accept ending that play with the ball in his hands. No, he wanted scoop and score was in his mind.
Scoop and score, exactly. So they were in field goal range, the Redblacks. Big play by the defense. They get to the rookie quarterback, Crum. He fumbles, and then the ball gets booted around a little bit, and smooth Ted Laurent able to pick it up, but not much gain on first down for the Tiger Cats. It's a 2nd and 9. Schultz gets the snap, throws immediately to Duke Williams, and he's down to the 30. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling with an active Green and Ross first down.
You're right, though, RJ. They were in field goal range. Then it was, yes, a turnover, but along with a huge loss of yardage. So a really big swing there in field position and points. That 2nd down throw right there, you just love to see it. Matt Schultz, it's 2nd and 7. He just finds an open low zone, and Duke Williams sits right there at the sticks.
Now they're to the Ottawa 30-yard line. 4 receivers to the right of Matt Schultz, and he gets the snap, runs that way, throws that way. DeAndre Smith made the catch at the sideline, and they're saying Ottawa will get the football. Smith was stripped of it, then the ball went out of bounds, so the last to touch it, the officials are saying, was Ottawa.
So you have to touch it and establish yourself inbounds after it gets slapped, and it does look like the Ottawa defense did just that.
Well, the Tiger Cats might want to try to argue it was incomplete. Did he have this ball long enough? Oh yeah. And
well, it'll get reviewed automatically.
Ticats have used their challenge, so they can't challenge it. After another turnover created by the Hamilton defense, it looks like the Tiger Cats have given this ball right back. Close game, 15-13, the Tiger Cats lead. An important win on the line.
Such a classic fumble there where he secured the catch. He actually has it high and tight, but your mindset goes away from ball security and it goes to trying to break a tackle. Classic fumble.
Please welcome back to the field your Hamilton
DeAndre Smith just had it poked away, and unfortunate for the Tiger Cats, ball went out of bounds after Ottawa touched it. They get the football on their own 31. Crum hands it off to Tuggle, and he got through the line of scrimmage, and he'll run a little bit to his left, end up with a gain of about 5, maybe 6. Minute and a half to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 4 for the Redblacks. A pleasant evening in Hamilton, about 20 degrees. There was some rain earlier. The wind is not very strong. Both home games for the Tiger Cats. The wind has not been a factor. That's rare for Tim Hortons Field. Crum gets the snap, stays right in the same spot, didn't take a step back, threw the football, completed it for a first down.
Great hard hit by Simone coming in there, but first down was already gained. It's an impressive throw by Crum there. The Ticats have a really, really tight man coverage, and he finds the one matchup that isn't right up in that receiver's face, and he's sitting there at the sticks.
Justin Hardy made the catch. Crum wastes no time getting rid of that football. Now up to their own 39-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. And it's a handoff to Tuggle, and I think it was Chris Edwards took down the quarterback Crum. It was hard to tell who had the football. He's very deceptive with those handoffs, and he's dangerous runner too, so Edwards was taking no chances.
Yeah, good run stop there by the Ticat defense. Got to make the most of a 2nd and 11 here.
Likely the final play of the third quarter. Low-scoring game. Hamilton has a slim lead. It's a 2-point lead. Ball's on the Ottawa 38. They need 11 yards for a first down. Crum with time, throws to his left, and it's too high over the head of Hardy. It's incomplete. And the Redblacks will have to punt. That punt will occur in the fourth quarter. We are through 3 quarters at Tim Hortons Field. And the Tiger Cats lead 15-13. Fourth quarter action coming up next on the Ticats Audio Network. Pigskin Pete doing his thing at the 10-yard line, getting the crowd at Tim Hortons Field going. Interesting third quarter. Couple of interceptions, couple of fumbles, a touchdown, a field goal, no punts, and not much scoring. It's 15-13 through 3 quarters. So there is a punt now. This will be officially in the fourth quarter. And Richie Leone standing at his own 24-yard line. Couple of returners back for the Tiger Cats. Tyreek McAllister is one of them. He has the touchdown for the Tiger Cats, and he's the one who's going to get this football. Line drive punt from Leone. McAllister stutter steps. He's breaking this one. Cuts at midfield. And a couple of Redblacks, I think Leone was one of them, just stopped McAllister as he got across the 50. He has been fun to watch. Tyreek McAllister is a star in the making.
Yeah, he's all fired up, and now he's running back on the field because he's in this offensive package for the first play. It was Richie Leone that made the tackle on him at the very last line of defense there.
He was celebrating on the sidelines. He said, "Get back out there."
Well, that's great to see too, because the great return, explosive, almost to center field, but it fired up the sidelines there, and that's good for this fourth quarter also.
64-yard touchdown for McAllister. That gave the Tiger Cats the lead. They're up by 2, starting this drive from their own 53. Schultz, lots of time, stays in the pocket, completes the pass over the middle. It's Duke Williams, and it is a first down. Presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
Great play across the middle there, making right. Similar route to the interception earlier, going the other way, clearing the under coverage for a great catch.
Now up to the Ottawa 37-yard line. Early fourth quarter. Tiger Cats have a lead, trying to extend that lead. Schultz gets the snap, throws the football. It's to James Butler. Threw it off to his right. Now Butler trying to make something happen, but 5 Redblacks close in and bring him down just past the 40-yard line. Might be a gain of 1.
Same package as we saw early in this game, where Felix Grand-Gauthier is out there blocking in the open field, and he is great job, but too heavy a pursuit from the rest of the Red-Black defense there, and stops for a very short gain.
2nd and 9 for the Tiger Cats, up to the Ottawa 36-yard line. James Butler, 11 carries in the game for 49 yards. Schultz, 2nd and long. What can he do? Gets the snap again, doesn't take a step, completes the pass. Richie Sindani, rather. And he's across the 30. They're saying it is a first down, presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
Love that. That number 3 receiver closest to the quarterback, that is your best option, your go-to option on that tough second down, and great job by Sindani to make the yards needed for the Sticks.
That moves the Tiger Cats up to the Ottawa 26-yard line, leading by 2. We're into the fourth quarter now, under the lights at Tim Hortons Field. Schultz hands this up to Butler. They got some hands on him, spins away from that, but it slowed him down enough. He'll maybe get a yard on that carry.
Another tough second down here for Matt Schultz.
So Ottawa's all over this run game for the Tiger Cats, setting up another 2nd and 9. Schultz has gone 16 for 21, 219 yards. He's thrown a touchdown and an interception. Needs 9 yards for the first down here. And a flag flies. So Schultz did the hard count, and he's pointing at Ottawa.
We'll see. You cannot afford a 5-yard loss here.
Justin McInnes is the referee. They're conferring on who moved first.
Procedure, Hamilton, number 65. It's 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
So they're saying Kendrick Sartor, the 6'7" rookie on the offensive line.
Okay.
Oh.
2nd and 15. That is a tough play call. That's 10 penalties tonight for Hamilton. You know, they've gotten some good and some bad this year, but tonight they've had a couple costly ones.
Ottawa's only at 3. Matt Schultz trying to convert a tough second down. Sindani makes the catch, but they'll be well short of a first down. But they are in field goal range. And Mark Leggio has had an interesting second half. Opening kickoff went out of bounds. He missed a convert. Trying to hit this field goal, extend the lead. 2-point lead is definitely not comfortable. 11 minutes to go, so lots of time. This will be a 34-yard field goal attempt for Mark Leggio. He's 3 for 3 in the game, 7 for 7 as a Tiger Cat. Gordon White snap, perfect. Bailey Flint, the hold is good, and the kick is good as well. And Mark Leggio puts more points on the board. 4 for 4 for the Tiger Cats for the second straight game. Leggio has done that. And the Tiger Cats now have an 18-13 lead with 10:46 to go. We'll be back on the Ticats Audio Network. Tiger Cats extend their lead thanks to Mark Leggio. He's hit 4 field goals in this game. It's 18-13. Ottawa began this game with Jeremiah Masoli as quarterback. He has left the game. He is on the sidelines. He's out of uniform. He is on crutches. He does have a boot on his left leg. So it is an unfortunate injury to Jeremiah Masoli, longtime Tiger Cat. We wish him all the best. Hope to see him back this season. Tiger Cats had a lot more first downs early on. They had 7, Ottawa had 1. Now it's been 15-8 in the first down category for the Redblacks recently. And another catch, COC Mariner right at midfield, and it's another first down. So they have twice as many first downs as Hamilton over this last little stretch. Dustin Crum, the rookie quarterback, a big reason why he's come in and has played excellent. Crum 9 for 12, 112 yards. He's thrown an interception. He's had a fumble, but he's also run for a touchdown. Handoff goes to Jackson Bennett. Looked like he had a little opening on that right side. He was stopped by Jameer Thurman after a gain of 5 yards.
Seen a lot of Simone Lawrence in this game. Obviously a great interception, and he's been in on pass breakups, making a lot of tackles, having a great night like he's done many times over the past decade for the Ticats.
2nd and 4. Crowd knows this is a big moment. Tiger Cats lead by 5, trying to stop the Redblacks here on 2nd down. Crum with a high snap, catches it, throws the pass. It's another interception. Richard Leonard, he picks it off. 3rd interception of the game for the Tiger Cats defense. They didn't have an interception coming into this one. They're on fire now.
They are, man. This defense is coming up huge in this second half with big plays and turnovers, stopping these drives. The rush had a big part of that too. Crum did not look comfortable or have a lot of time, and he forced that ball before his receiver was out of his break, and Richard Leonard was sitting right in a great spot there. It was actually Jalen Acklin running the route. Okay, Matt Schultz They took advantage of the Simone Lawrence interception. We'll see if they can do this for the Richard Leonard interception.
Yes, it was a focus for the defense. Create some takeaways. They've done that. Third interception in the last 20 Ottawa passes for this Hamilton defense. They are all over it. Matt Schultz in the offense, back on the field, empty backfield. Schultz, oh, he's going to run it. He's across midfield. He'll slide at the Ottawa 50. It's a first down. Presented by Active Green and Ross, the Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
What a great run. And Matt Schultz, dangerous with his legs and patient there. He does a great job picking his timing and the hole he chooses to get up through the offensive line of scrimmage.
Tiger Cats lead 18-13. There's 8:45 to go in the game. Tiger Cats now on the Ottawa 51-yard line. Handoff goes to James Butler, running to his left. Now he'll try to cut upfield, and Ottawa was on it. It'll be a loss of a yard for James Butler.
Got a 5-point game here. The field goal is valuable. You're kind of right there flirting with it. Tough 2nd and 12 here.
Tiger Cats have had some tough second downs. What can they do? How about Tim White? He's got just one catch in the game for 7 yards. He's due. Ball's on the 53. Schultz. He'll just take the short pass to Richie Sindani, and they won't get the first down. Sindani will get that yard back, it appears.
Well, we haven't had many really backed up drives here, and Bailey Flint has a chance right now to do his best job at pinning this Ottawa offense back in their own end, and we'll see how this coverage team can help out with that cause.
Brendan Dandridge is back to return the punt. Savon Scarver was returning kicks and punts earlier, but he did drop one. He was able to jump on it. He didn't turn it over. Dandridge had a big game against Edmonton. Bailey Flint just got that away before another time count.
Good kick.
And this will sail just inside the end zone. Dandridge a yard into his end zone, and then the coverage team got down there and they forced him out of bounds at the Ottawa 5. So tough starting field position for the Redblacks with 6:57 to go in the football game. It's a 5-point lead for the Tiger Cats. We'll be right back on the Ticats Audio Network. Thank you for listening. I'm RJ Broadhead along with Luke Tasker. It has been a close football game all night long. Important victory in the East Division on the line. Tiger Cats have the lead. It's a 5-point lead, 18-13. There's just under 7 minutes to go, and this is the worst starting field position of the game for the Redblacks. They're starting on their own 5. Crum standing on his own goal line in the shotgun. There's the snap. It's a good one. Handoff goes to Tuggle, and he's doing all he can to keep going. Actually, that was Jackson Bennett.
This may be, this flag came in late. This would be costly if the Ticats give up this.
Unnecessary roughness, Ottawa, number 64. Half the distance to the goal, 2nd down.
There you go.
So you don't even have to finish that sentence.
There you go.
Justin McInnes came in.
Really tough. So the interesting thing about this field position here is if the Hamilton defense can stop this drive here, you've got a weird punting scenario too. You're behind the goalpost. You're crowded in there. You may likely take a safety, and we have a 5-point game. So it's a really interesting balance here, backed up in their own end zone for Ottawa.
Well, we'll see what happens. This will tell us 2nd and 11 for Ottawa. It's loud at Tim Hortons Field right now, and nobody's left their seats. They want to see the first win of the season for the Tiger Cats. Crum with lots of time, and he threw over the middle, and Hardy was open, but he couldn't make the catch. So now we'll see what Ottawa is going to do. It's a 5-point lead, as you mentioned, Luke, so they would need a touchdown to take the lead. 7 points wouldn't change the fact they need a touchdown if they give up a safety here. Fascinating to see what the Redblacks will decide to do.
It is Richie Leone out there as opposed to a skill player back there. We saw early in the season Tunde Adeleke actually inadvertently get a penalty in a situation like this.
For a fake kneel.
Allegedly a fake kneel.
That's right. So Tyreek McAllister, we've seen some big plays from him. They are punting. Leone.
Okay.
Fine punt, but so deep in his end zone. McAllister got it at about his 46-yard line, and the Redblacks are right in his face. And the flags are all over the place.
Yeah. So tack on the 15 here. That takes you up to the 30-yard line just about. This is going to backfire, I think, on Ottawa, who may just give, immediate field position to the Ticats. And there's another flag aside from the no yards as well.
We'll take a break and be right back. It's 18-13. Tiger Cats lead. This is the Ticats Audio Network. 5 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the football game. Tiger Cats have the lead. It's a 5-point lead. Ball is currently on the Ottawa 42-yard line.
Yeah, so not a no yards penalty, I guess. We missed the call in the commercial break there, and still great field position for Ticats.
5-point lead. They would like to extend that. Defense is having a big game, a lot of takeaways. Here's a handoff to James Butler. He cut to his right, then straight ahead. He's across the 35-yard line and just about a yard short of the first down.
Boy, that's a first down run there. James Butler having a big part of tonight's offensive success.
This is where you like to see a big play.
I do.
Matt Schultz will try to lunge ahead. Another short yardage play where it's going to be close whether he got the first down or not.
I do. That's second and a foot and a half there. I'm telling you, I would love to see a fake on a play like that. And what do we got here?
Yeah, that was a
Very
really late flag.
Objectional conduct, Ottawa, number 28. It's a 10-yard penalty, first down.
Well, those penalties, they will hurt you. Frankie Griffin. After the Tiger Cats get the first down, presented by Active Green and Ross, that penalty marches them down to the 22.
Yeah. We did get the word that it was an illegal block by the Ticats on that punt return that started this drive on that 42-yard line. But now, really costly mistake there by the Ottawa defense, and Ticats well into Ottawa territory.
Matt Schultz, 4:22 to go. Hands it off to James Butler, goes to his left and cuts up the middle, and he'll be close to halfway to the first down.
That's what I mean. He's squeezing every yard out of that run. It didn't look great, really. There wasn't a whole lot going on, but good timing, cutting it upfield and falling forward as opposed to getting pushed back at the point of the tackle. And it's 2nd and 5. It looked like nothing happened, but a great 5-yard gain.
Hamilton has over 100 rushing yards tonight. So running the ball well, they've thrown the ball well. Defense has been outstanding. 3:45 to go. We're close to the 3-minute warning. Tiger Cats are on the Ottawa 17. Schultz under pressure, trying to run, getting some blocking. A flag flies. Schultz still on the run, and he'll finally throw that ball away.
This will be a holding here in the offensive holding in the backfield.
Holding, Hamilton, number 66. Penalties declined, 3rd down.
Really, well, it is hard because Matt Schultz is so athletic and he escapes that really nicely, but what that does to the guys up front is the direction of the rush changes with where the quarterback is, and it's hard not to get caught with your hands in the wrong spot.
Lorenzo Malden was closing in on Schultz, and if Brandon Kemp didn't do that, he probably would have got to Schultz. So Mark Leggio, 4 field goals in the game. This one has Bailey Flint, his holder, setting up on the 25-yard line. There's the snap. It's a good one from White. The hold, the kick, and it's another field goal. Successful for Mark Leggio. And Leggio with his 5th field goal of the game. It's 21-13 for the Tiger Cats. An 8-point lead with 3:11 to go. So it's still a 1-score game, but it's a touchdown and a 2-point convert, and this defense has been strong for the Tiger Cats this evening.
Yeah, they have, and come up with a number of big plays in the second half, giving their offense a great chance to put points on the board and finally changing some of the storylines we've been talking about in this first early part of the season.
3 interceptions and a fumble recovery for the Tiger Cats defense. This will be the final play before the 3-minute warning. Crum throws to his right. It is a completed pass. Dexter Lawson forces Savon Scarver out of bounds. He'll be a yard short of the first down. And we are at the 3-minute warning. There's 2 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. The Tiger Cats lead late at Tim Hortons Field. It's 21-13. An exciting finish straight ahead on the Ticats Audio Network. Tiger Cats looking for their first win of the season. They lead 21-13. There's 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the game. Ottawa will begin this drive on their own. Well, they'll continue this drive on their own 49. It's 2nd and 1. And they're not in a short yardage formation. Crum is in the shotgun, so they're doing what you like to see. Luke, go for something on 2nd and short. High snap, no problem for Crum. Back to pass. Now he's under pressure, flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run, and he's going to get the first down. He's across midfield, down near the Tiger Cat 50. Actually, they'll say he's back further than that. Looks like about the 53-yard line. It is a first down for the Redblacks. Under 2.5 minutes to go. 8-point lead. Redblacks would need a touchdown and a 2-point convert. And that's almost picked off. Simone Lawrence knocked it down. He's already had 1 interception in the game. And that one, he batted out of the air, almost picked it off.
Yeah, he's been all over the place tonight. And he is fired up too. He's always, for his probably his entire life, I'm willing to say, but certainly as a Ticat, always been a great source of energy and for his sidelines and his defense. But tonight, he's got a little extra tonight.
He was timing the jump. Came so close to another interception. It's 2nd and 10 for Ottawa from the Hamilton 53-yard line. They're just across midfield. Tim Hortons Field is rocking right now. Crum with the empty backfield. Pressure's on. Jameer Thurman has the quarterback down. It's a quarterback sack for Jameer Thurman, and he pulled him way back into Ottawa territory. That's a big loss.
Huge. Lost 10 yards on the sack. Man, just what an unbelievable defensive second half this has been for this whole Ticat group. And they're fired up, man. It just looks great.
5th quarterback sack of the game for the Tiger Cats. They've created 4 turnovers, this defense. 3 interceptions and a fumble recovery. You know, they know that they are better than those statistics we're showing.
Hamilton.
There's some personnel confusion there, but I'm excited for another chance to see Tyreek McAllister back here on a return.
Yeah, he's been fun to watch. Has a touchdown. That was on offense. And he's had a couple of exciting returns in this game. Richie Leone, had the punter for Ottawa, had to make a great tackle to stop him from a punt return touchdown. Jameer Thurman has been a force. 9 tackles in the game, 2 sacks. Been all over the place. Tyreek McAllister, along with Terry Godwin, they're both back. This will be McAllister. He's at his own 16. Outside the numbers, pretends to cut inside the numbers, and by the time he does that, Ottawa's down there, and they bring him down. Inside the 20, looks like he'll be on the 18-yard line.
Yes, tied for the worst starting field position for the Ticats all night, back at their own 18, and we'll see. Matt Schultz here, 2 minutes left in the game, and you're up by 8. This is that 4-minute offense rule, so all these guys are mindsets of staying inbounds, keeping the clock running. You get your first down, but then stay inbounds.
James Butler standing just to the left of Matt Schultz. He'll get the handoff, get some blocking help. Didn't do much good, though. It's going to be a loss of 1, it appears, for James Butler. The flag flew. It was back in the Ottawa secondary. There's another one that flies.
Well, you know that last one that came in, it's 15 yards on somebody because it's so late.
Yeah.
You're not going to get there's no more holding at that point.
A lot of finger pointing. Justin McInnes will have his hands full here, the referee. A couple of penalties to deal with.
Penalties aside, tough second down here for Matt Schultz back on his own and is backed up in his own end.
The officials having a conference on what exactly the penalties are. 2 minutes and 1 second to go in the football game. Tiger Cats lead by 8 points. 5 sacks in the game for the Tiger Cats is a season high. They had 4 against Montreal, so 9 in their last 2 games after having 2 in their first 2 games. Here's the call.
There's no foul on the play. The Hamilton player was inside the block, so he was able to block low. It'll be second down.
So the late flag seemed to be quite a bit after the play.
Timeout, Ottawa.
So,
all right.
Conference, and really nothing happened. No penalty was called. And timeout here for Ottawa with 2 minutes and 1 second to go. They're hoping to get this football back. It still is a 1-score game, just an 8-point lead for the Tiger Cats. You said it, Luke, a tough 2nd and 10 for the Tiger Cats from their own 18.
Yeah, this would be just a real badge for this offense to make this first down here and keep this drive alive, taking off more time, giving more comfort in the field position battle. Because to punt right here, I mean, that gives an Ottawa offense half a field to go just about with almost 2 minutes. That's a lot in the CFL.
Matt Schultz has gone 18 for 24, 223 yards passing. Schultz throws. It's a strike to Richie Sindani, and he is right there at the first down marker. No indication yet, but if he's short of it, it's got to be just inches. I think they might do a measure here.
I didn't love the spot either. I thought Richie Sindani did a great job of catching that ball and turning upfield immediately to get all the yards he needed. He knew exactly where that was.
It should be close enough that if he is slightly short, Tiger Cats should be able to keep this going, but that's drama they don't need. Let's see. Here's the markers are out there. Going to measure. And it is a first down presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling. It's a first down, but not by much.
I've been really impressed with Sindani tonight.
Yes.
He made a lot of plays in this first half. Smart decisions, smart plays like what we just saw. Almost a miraculous touchdown catch. He's been an important part of the new-looking offense we've had here.
He's been reliable. 7 for 8. 7 catches, 59 yards. The one that's considered a miss was almost that miraculous touchdown catch that they said he was out of bounds on. James Butler runs to his left, and he's stopped again. A small gain, about a yard.
Yeah, he tried to catch an edge, but good pursuit by the Ottawa defense, and at some point he just has to put his foot in the ground and get what he can, which is just about back to the line of scrimmage.
So Ottawa has shut down the Hamilton run game late. Minute and a half to go. Here we are again. 2nd and 10 for the Tiger Cats. Where's Richie Sindani? He's out there. Number 87, he's going to line up in the slot just to the right of Matt Schultz. That's the field side. Schultz takes a look to his left, gets the snap, looks left, throws, it's low. Sliding for it was Terry Godwin. He didn't make the catch. So the Tiger Cats are going to punt the football, and Ottawa's going to have a chance to make this thing interesting.
So we were just talking in the previous set of downs there, how big it was to get that first in that big play by Richie Sindani to move the chains. Yeah, it only was 10 yards, but it took 50 seconds off the clock and gave 10 more yards of breathing room for this punt here. That may prove to be huge.
Bailey Flint has averaged 45 yards on his 4 punts in this game. This is punt number 5. The rookie punter sends it high into the night sky. Dandridge, oh, he caught it and dropped it and then jumped on it again. Wow, he just got to that football before the Tiger Cats got down there. But that was almost a big problem for Ottawa. 47-yard punt.
Man, the special teams were quite a battle tonight. We saw just a lot of high energy, lots of hard-hitting, blocking, tackling, scuffles after the play. Good punt there by the Ticats, and 57 seconds left for this Ottawa offense.
Ottawa's lucky to have the football. Dandridge had that hit him right between the 3 and the 7 on the front of his jersey. Didn't make the catch, had to jump on it. Starting on their own 39-yard line. The defense has been a big story for the Tiger Cats tonight. They need another stop. Crum under pressure. He's going to run. He's been good at that. He's breaking some tackles. He's across midfield. And finally, Lawson able to upend him, but he's across midfield into Hamilton territory, inside the 50, down to the Hamilton 49. "47 seconds to go. The clock is running. Crum throws. It's a low pass. Bahar saying he made the catch.
It did look like he made the catch, but they called it an immediate.
Yeah.
No catch. But the clock will stop now at 38 seconds.
Just saw a replay. It was just a slight skip. Bahar sold it pretty well. Crum has carried the ball 5 times for 72 yards. His running has led to some success. He scored a touchdown running as well. 2nd and 10, ball on the Hamilton 49, completed pass to Hardy. He's down to the Hamilton 35. It's a first down, and there's 32 seconds to go. Even better than the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Ottawa has no time to waste. They're down by 8. Crum looks for the end zone, can't throw it there. Makes the shorter option. That's Scarver. Made the catch. That'll be a gain of, looks like 3 yards. Got out of bounds, though.
Yep, clock will stop. Good job by the Ticat defense to force that short throw. That play took 10 seconds off the clock for a 3-yard gain. You can afford that, and this Ticat defense is, way back in a prevent sort of umbrella shape. And here you go, 32-yard line, 22 seconds left.
It's 2nd and 3.
I'm watching Jalen Ackland here.
There's the snap. Crum drops back. He's waiting, he throws at the last second. It's Bahara makes the catch, reaches for the first down, and be short of that. But Ottawa's in 3-down territory anyway. It's only inches short of the first down, but they only have 15 seconds. They might get a couple more plays away. The Ticats have a missed convert in this game. Otherwise, it would be a 2-possession game. Ottawa still has a chance. There seems to be some confusion on this Hamilton defense. Another pass. It's a short one. It's good enough for the first down. Caught by Hardy. 7 seconds on the clock.
Okay. This Ottawa offense has to be efficient if they want to get a play in here. Uh-oh, Ticats are rotating guys right now.
Jonathan Kongbo runs out of bounds at the Ottawa sideline, and Hamilton's defense seems disoriented.
They're one short.
Crum running for the end zone. He'll be short. He'll be short. Tackled at the 2. The Tiger Cats defense came really close to giving up a touchdown. But in dramatic fashion, they stop Crum, they keep him out of the end zone, and the Tiger Cats have their first win of the season.
Wow. Ticats played that last play of the game with 11 guys on the field. They were trying to make a change, but they're on the far end of the field from their sidelines, couldn't get the guys out there. But enough guys at least to stop Crum right before he got to the goal line there, right as the clock hit 0.
He was close. Got inside the 5. Chris Edwards threw a hit. And that was enough to keep him out of the end zone, and time runs out on the Redblacks. That was a massive game, Luke. The Tiger Cats needed the win. They were the only team in the East Division without a victory, and now they're tied with Ottawa. Just a win back of Montreal. Time now for the Access Storage recap of the game. Score a touchdown with affordable storage. Access Storage has flexible storage solutions at a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca. Luke, that was a fun game. The defense, though, looked like the Tiger Cats defense that we expected.
Yeah, well, they were ball hawks. They were taking the ball away, taking advantage of mistakes and stealing it when they could. Some big stops by that defense, big tackles. Simone Lawrence with a great night. Huge tackle by Chris Edwards there at the end to stop that momentum of Crum as he was making his way up the middle of the field. We're watching a lot of Ticats around Jeremiah Mazzoli down on the field on his crutches, you know, giving each other hugs and well wishes, and that's hard to see. Coach O right there by Jeremiah. Man, collective team win there tonight. The offense did what they had to do, not mistake-free by any means. You think back to that Keandre Smith fumble on the sidelines. That could have been a momentum swing in the other direction. That would have changed the look of this second half. But the Ticats able to hold on. Really big plays by this defense, and just amazing end of the game here that was looking like Crum may be able to put together a drive that was going to change the outcome here. And this Ticats defense just stays strong.
An exciting game. Tiger Cats get their first victory of the year. First one at Tim Hortons Field, and these were a really important 2 games for the Tiger Cats. Needed to get that first win against their division rival, and now next week on Thursday they go into Edmonton, and the Elks have struggled, so the Tiger Cats seem to be in a pretty good position here, Luke, to get themselves right back in the East Division race.
That's right, and they're third in the East after tonight's win, and you've got some work to do, but a good chance in Edmonton here. But you know, you never assume anything with a team like that. Edmonton is clawing and scrapping to get their first win as well, and we'll see what happens out west this coming week, a short week for the Ticats.
So the Tiger Cats, they get a win. It's 21-13. They beat Ottawa. Tiger Cats postgame with Bubba O'Neill and Andy Fantuz is coming up next. For our producer, Jake Varker, our statistician, Jeff Giordad, our operator, Michael Steyer, and for Luke Tasker, I'm RJ Broadhead. Thanks for listening to Hamilton Tiger Cats football on the Ticats Audio Network.
Streaming live at listen.ticats.ca. This is the Ticats Audio Network.